The magnificent people, and welcome back to another live stream of An Ecologist Plays, where we are back in, well, I would say back, but we are actually in, almost said Empires of the Undergrowth. We are in Jurassic World Evolution. I'm aware, I've been playing a lot of Empires of the Undergrowth. We're not playing that tonight, we are playing Jurassic World Evolution 2, to be precise, which currently is, until this coming Thursday, it is free on the Epic Games Store to get and to keep. So that is, you know, what's not to love about that. So we are here, and I have just started up a basic, or well, basically formed a little basic layout here, just so we have got guests coming in. We've got a few Struthiomimus, I believe we've got here, the ostrich mimics, and yeah, it is. There's a whole little flock of them around here. And then we also have some staff buildings a little bit more to this side, where we can do research and all those wonderful things. And the map we are playing on, we are playing sandbox mode, and we are playing it on the Nubular map, the Isla Nubular map. So yeah, we've got a bit of land to work with down here. We've got quite a bit of land to work with over here. And then that is our staff facility right over there. Okay, so this is, it's not a big map, but I don't need a big map. You just need to fill out the smaller map quite nicely. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining me for a little live stream over here. Nick and I will of course be back tomorrow evening with a bit of Ark Survival Ascended actually as well. Alright, so let's see here. Now of course the way it works, we've got some dinosaurs here, but I do want to check, can we actually, because you can actually change your sandbox settings. Just want to check, we've got contracts on, great, and that is on. I just want to capture, let me check, yeah, we can actually just have wild capture opportunities as well. This will allow us to actually get wild specimens, not appear on the island, but you know, get them somewhere else. You pay a bit of money and then you get them that way, and then you can also, instead of just having sandbox settings, just want to check that I did say that. No, okay, so medium, apply, there we go, always apply. All right, now should be fine. Yes, so we don't just have to go and do the fossil dig sites, because this is the normal way to get fossils, of course. And you can see there are lots of dig sites, lots of dinosaurs and other, well, I would say marine creatures, but flying creatures, all kinds of extinct creatures we can make, including Lystrosaurus from South Africa over here. So yeah, obviously we're going to put in some lizzies as well, some Lystrosaurus as well. We can, I believe, also get Lystrosaurus from up here somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. There is a dig site that also allows you to get Lystrosaurus from up here, from Russia's side, where they were also recorded. Alright, so let's see. What I would like to do first, though, I would like to get Lystrosaurus. I think that's going to be my first one. And of course, if you've got any suggestions of creatures we should try and get, also please pop it down in the chat and then we can have a look at that. Let's see, we're going to get the small herbivores here, and we're going to go for Lystrosaurus. Not sure, I think we should be able to make it. We need to have one of the logistics and two. Or four. We need four. Okay, so we can't get that. We need another scientist with, what is that, with the research ability. Let's just check here. So genetics. We need a geneticist in essence. Okay, so we've got a few with 2 out of something. Which one is cheap? Because we're just starting out. This one is quite cheap. She's not going to get any better in terms of genetics, but she's a good one to start with, I think. So let's just grab her. Hello there, Fire Duck. Welcome to the stream. Glad you are here with us as well. Let's see. Okay, so we can get Dorks and Ithel over here to actually research our Lystrosaurus. How are things on that side of the world, though, Fire Duck? Hope you're doing wonderfully. We are having a bit of rain at the moment. The thunder is coming. It's approaching very, very fast. As I'm sitting here, we are probably going to have a bit of a thunderstorm hitting soon. So that is just perfect. All right, so we can now start researching Lystrosaurus, and that will open up Abramskral fossil dig site. Soon we'll be able to get that. All right, now, I just want to quickly check here. In terms of amenities, how are people's bathroom needs? All fine. This is shelter. Oh, we don't have any shelter if something breaks out, so we do need to do that. Hello there, Axel Plate. Welcome to the stream as well. Oh, indeed, I'm an absolute dino lover, so yeah. Of course, we've got the opportunity to actually play a game like this. We've got to play it. Let's see, amenity cover here. Food. Yeah, everyone is fine in terms of food. Everyone is fine in terms of drinks. I had 2 because there's a bit of overcrowding. If you look here, not there. There? No. There, overcrowding. If you look there was actually a bit of overcrowding there. They kind of spaced out along here. But then 2 restaurants and 2 drink shops were just too many. So, yeah. Now we just have the one left. I think everyone is... Oh, amenity configuration. People aren't happy with this one. It's amazing the things you can actually do in this game. We need to satisfy the generalists, and I always call them the eco-lovers over there. That's going to eat into our profits. Oh, there's a storm. There is a storm. Okay, so what we need now, and I'm going to go for the Jurassic Park look, we're going to just have an emergency bunker. Because, well, with the storm coming, this is potentially bad. Let's just quickly, and you'll see I always make bendy roads. Let's just replace this section over here. Okay, so now people can actually run along here and come into the shelter. Okay, you'll see I always make bendy roads. Yeah, so first of all, I hope you guys can hear me over the sound. Okay, so I hope you can hear me. Hopefully the sound isn't too loud, especially now with the storm coming in here. Yeah, pretty good over here. Good to know. Let's see, when you hire someone, hire the fattest man. Gives you more time to run when the dinos break out. I always tell my students, like, if you encounter a predator, you know, you don't have to be fast. You just have to be faster than the slowest person, and then that's fine. You'll be able to outrun, you know, the slowest person. We're just going to wait for the storm to pass so we can actually go and repair these things. Use our little truckie to drive around. But in the meantime, how are things going with the research? Oh, the research is done. So we have already finished the research here with the Lystrosaurus there. That means we can... Oh, we've got some fossils we need to extract as well. We can send an expedition here to Abrahamskraal. So Abrahamskraal is actually in the central part of South Africa. It's not a specific spot. It's a whole geological formation. It consists of shale, which is sediments that was laid down usually in calm waters. And yeah, this is very, very ancient, the Abrahamskraal formation. It's during the Permian period up to the early Triassic, which is of course when Lystrosaurus was also running around. We're going to put Shashwayo over there. We're going to put her onto the fossil dig site. There she goes, going to dig around for some fossils. And the Abrahamskraal formation is like really, really rich in Lystrosaurus and a whole bunch of other Permian and early Triassic creatures, which is really awesome. I haven't personally seen a Lystrosaurus like fossil, but oh, would love to. Would absolutely love to. Okay, it seems the storm has passed, so let's take control of our little truck over here. And we're just going to drive around and just quickly repair our buildings. We can say just add task, but you know, this way we get a nice feel for the park as well. We've got a nice little section over here just to look around, and a nice sauropod skeleton over there. Bunch of trees as well. We're just going to, you know, just honk at the people here. Repair that restroom. Repair that. There's something over here that needs to be repaired. Sorry, people. Yeah, I'm a dangerous driver. I'm sure Nick will attest to that. But yeah, I'm a very, very dangerous driver. We had something... Oh, the power station that is kind of not like completely screwed, but... There we go, just in need of a bit of repair. I think that is almost everything. There's a bit of a fence, I think, broken over here. Maybe we'll just double check. Oh, goodness me. So which mode are we doing? We are playing sandbox mode. Sorry, sandbox mode. That is what we are playing, because that will allow us to really do a bunch of stuff. Oh, it's not the fence. It's actually just this substation over here that needed repairs. Something is without power. Oh, this over here. Is this broken? Oh, no, it's because it's being repaired. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so we are playing sandbox mode. It's quite a lot of fun to play in that. And yeah, that means we can actually just carry on doing a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see here. There's no real stress. And for me, that is very, very important. Don't want to stress too much when I'm playing games. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make a nice little section for our Lystrosaurus. Now, the Lystrosaurus would have occurred in areas that... potentially was a bit dry. Okay, they would have dug out things to eat, tubers and things like that. In fact, Lystrosaurus means shovel lizard, and that's because they've got these very nice big shovel-like forelimbs, which they could most likely have used to dig out tubers and stuff to eat. Now, because they were found in more arid regions, we are going to simulate a more arid region over here. So what we're going to go for is mostly a lot of dirt. Just for the undercoat. Okay, then we are going to also remove the trees because, desert areas don't have trees. Now, this would have been not just a desert environment. It would have been dry, most likely, but also a bit of, streams and little oases and perhaps some marshlands as well. And that's what we are going to simulate now. We're going to start with a bit of water. Now, the water, I'm going to put it more or less in front because, who doesn't like actually, seeing the animals come to drink water? So I like to put like a little watering hole quite close to where people are going to be viewing from. So we'll have two viewing things over here, and they can have a good look at the little critters coming along. I also do want to have, I don't like just having flat terrain. So what we're going to simulate here would be a dune system. So we're going to have two little dunes coming along here, and along there, perhaps a little bit more of a ridge at the back there, and a small little bump over here, a little crest. That's what we're going to have. And perhaps raise over here as well. Because the water over here, this little oasis, has accumulated. The water accumulates here in a lower lying area where the water table is quite close to the soil surface. So any rain that falls in the surrounding areas moves to the lowest point, and then here it actually kind of bubbles up to the surface. That's what we're going for here. We also do want a bit more sand. Okay, so we're going to have, and let's make this a bit bigger, and just lightly touch over here, just so we can have a bit more sand. Just, never just have one soil type or soil thing you put down. You put a nice little light cover or light coat of some other things as well. That perhaps a bit more sand would also accumulate here where we actually have got the oasis that's forming. Okay, so there we go. So there we've got a nice little sandy area. A bit more sand on the crest of the dune there. Oh, that was a bit too harsh. And maybe we've got a bit of dirt accumulating here in the valleys of these, between the dunes. So very often what you will have is you've got the crests of the dunes, and then in between leaf litter and little debris will blow into that and will accumulate there, and you'll then have plants and stuff growing along those valleys of the dunes. Okay, so now let's bring in some plants, shall we? I don't actually know what the Lystrosaurus really need. They're still digging, so that's fine. We still have time to sort it out. Ooh. Oh, we got Corythosaurus as well. Oh, wonderful. That's what we also... I started digging that out before, earlier today. Let's have them extract the genetics here. We need 2, so that you guys can do that. Start it, and by the time they are done, we should have some Lystrosaurus fossils. Now, being a smallish herbivore, I don't think trees and stuff would be that important. Ground leaf, ground fiber, things like that may be a little bit more important for them. So we're going to put in some ground fiber, just light cover over here in the valleys of the dunes, because again, that is where you would expect the plants to actually grow. Okay, like over there, and perhaps over here as well, and perhaps over here. And then we're going to have perhaps some, we've got ginkgo growing. Ginkgo and some seed plants we're going to put around the oasis itself. Okay, so we've got some shade for the animals as well. Let's put in some ginkgo. Oh, that's a big ginkgo. That's perhaps too big. Let's put in cycad. There we go. That's much smaller. That's nice. Okay, so nice little oasis in the desert. That's what we're going for. Okay, I removed the big tree over there. So the idea is that Lystrosaurus would have been in this type of landscape. Obviously would have congregated around the watering holes, and that's what we are going for here. But the reason I've got all these plants growing along here is because, as I've mentioned, all the debris accumulates in those lower lying areas, in those troughs, in those valleys between the dunes. And when they then decompose, that releases more nutrients into this valley area over here. Sand is really, really poor in nutrients. And if the dunes are kind of stabilized, if there's not a lot of strong winds moving them around, you can have a lot of organic matter accumulating over here. Lots of seeds also blowing into those areas and not blowing out on the other side. So accumulating right there in that valley. And when it rains, then you'll have a blush of vegetation over there. And there we go, right on cue. Plants are, or the Lystrosaurus fossils are there. Now, you can see here the fossil actually is that of a Dimetrodon, most likely, because, well, this is a synapsid. This is the type of animal we've got over here. Both the Dimetrodon and the Lystrosaurus were synapsids. Okay, so we are going to have a look in a moment. These guys are almost finished extracting the DNA from the Corythosaurus, and we are then going to get some Lystrosaurus DNA. Hopefully get quite a bit there. All right, that's been done. Let's extract these guys, shall we? Okay, wow, not really needing a lot of not taking a lot of slots, so this will give us, ooh, 63%. We'll be able to actually make a Lystrosaurus. That is marvelous. Let's see, yeah, you guys are alright. You are quite easy going at the moment. 2.5 minutes, then we'll have our Lystrosaurus. So let's see, I think, look, we can go for Lystrosaurus again, but we're getting some of them now. Oh, I would like Hadrosaurus. I would love a lot of Hadrosaurs. That's what I would love. We already have dug for Corythosaurus. Not ready to actually make them yet. Let's grab some more Corythosaurus, I think. And then 60,000. Yeah, that's alright. Oh, this is much more expensive. Same time to do it. You know what? We are going to go for... yeah, we're going to go for this one. And we are going to put Shashrayo over there again. Alright, go and dig out some fossils for me. Hopefully we can have Corythosaurus. I would love this area over here. Perhaps be my Hadrosaurus, or Hadrosaurs paddock. Big paddock for them. Alright, we can of course mix herbivore species, or animal species in the game here as well, which really is marvelous. We will be doing that as we carry on. Unfortunately, this wetland system over here is kind of in my way, but I can work with it. I'm going to have just this area over here slope a little bit more evenly. So we'll have people walking past this little wetland environment, and maybe it's just a nice little area to actually look at stuff. I want to delete that path over there, and let's just continue right here past the Lystrosaurus enclosure. Okay. That's not too steep. People should be able to walk up there as well. Let's speed it up a little bit so we can have our Lystrosaurus arriving soon. Ooh, urgent message. Is this some dinosaurs to capture? Oh, Kentrosaurus near Brussels. Oh, lovely. Oh, we really should do this. Kentrosaurus, really awesome. An African species of dinosaur. What's not to love? Yeah, we're going to go for that. Okay, so we'll have at least 12 minutes, thankfully, to do this, because we don't currently have the staff to do this. So we'll just wait for the expedition to come back with some Corythosaurus fossils, and then we'll send them off. It shouldn't be too long anymore. Okay, let's, while we are waiting, get the viewing gallery set up here so that people can actually come and look at the Lystrosaurus.
There's another objective waiting
contracts.
For you. That's all I'm allowed to share at the moment. I'll check back later to see how you're getting on.
Thank you, Dr. Kajal. Let's see here. We have got a choice of 3 contracts that we can go for. Either increasing the appeal of the park, or increasing our park rating, or increasing the number of guests in the park. Now, we are going to do all of those in any case. It's just going to take a bit of time to do them. This one is going to give us the most money. So let's go for this.
The park rating is looking good, but it could be looking better.
Okay, so let's see. What do we need to do? Missions and contracts. We need to get it to a 1.5 star rating. Okay, so with Lystrosaurus, and I think with Kentrosaurus, we should be able to make that. Now let's see. Path not connected. Yes, of course. Okay, let's do that. I was about to do that before we were so rudely interrupted with the work, you know. Okay, so people are going to start walking a little bit further. We need to have, keep that in mind. Okay, what's happening there? This is... Oh, this is the quest. Okay, never mind then. Very soon we'll have our fossils arriving. There we go. Okay. Oh, you know what? We're not going to extract this now. We are going to make Lystrosaurus, I think. Oh, no. Will, focus. We are going to do that capture. That's what we are going to do. Okay, so we are going to need 4 logistics and 2 welfare. We've got 2 welfare over there, and there we go. I think we will send these 2 people, and they can go and do that. I think Axel, I think you do need to look out, because there are 4 Kentrosaurus. Now, Kentrosaurus is some of the smaller stegosaurids, but they weren't small. They were still, like, quite decent sized. Definitely something to try and avoid if you can, if you have the opportunity to avoid. Okay, let's actually just clear a bit of forest here so we can expand into this area. I just always need to keep an eye on my finances there. I think we should be fine. I don't think we've got too much to worry about. I'm not expanding too fast at the moment. We are just going to have this little pathway merge. Again, kind of not... I'm trying to stay away from straight paths. I don't do straight paths if I can help it. So bendy is the way I'm going to go. And you know what? We're going to have the Kentrosaurus, actually a Stegosaurid enclosure over here. That's what we are going to do. Now, there's the gates and just the fences. We just have the small electrified fences thus far. Okay, here we go. Okay, we do need to just get some power over here. Shouldn't be too difficult. We should be able to make it. No problem. Again, with the fences, I also like to keep things a little bit more natural, you know. Some bendy curves and stuff in our enclosures. There, like that. Now, power-wise, what we will need is a little small substation, I think right over here, that will provide power to the whole fence. We can kind of hide it away at the back here. We're going to expand to this area as well, so maybe I have it over here. I think that's a good enough spot to place it. I think so, behind the trees there. We'll just have that at the corner, and have a few pylons running along to this side. Okay. So no worries. Actually, you don't have to stress. Oh, you've got to stress a little bit. One, you did evade capture there. So of the 3 Kentrosaurus, of the 4, we caught 3. So that is absolutely marvelous. We almost have an enclosure kind of set up for them, but give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes, please. 2 minutes. And now that we've done that, maybe we can actually extract some genetics here. We can sell the fossil here of a conifer. You can kind of see the coniferous needles over there. We can sell that. That's a bit of cash. And then, oh, we get quite a nice bit of genetics here from the amber. Oh, and that's too much. Okay, so we're just going to do this. And we need 3. We're going to let Shashwayo rest in a moment. Let's just go to our staff. She needs a break. A rest, please. Please, please. I don't want to overwork you all. Okay, so this is the Kentrosaurus, or going to be the Kentrosaurus enclosure. I see actually you also asked, did I play any other theme park games? Not a lot. The only one I really played was Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, JPOG. Back in the day, oh, that along with Sim Safari was my jam. That's what I played a lot of. I'll never forget the first time I got Jurassic Park Operation Genesis and could build parks. And Nick and I were talking yesterday. Ooh. Both of us did the same thing. Kind of, you have everybody in the park, and then you just let all the dinosaurs, all the predators come out. I still use cheats then, so it's like left bracket, left bracket, left bracket, left arrow, left arrow, left arrow was rampage time. And all the predators ran out, and they were all just going crazy, killing everything in sight. So that was one of my favorite things to do. Let's see, Listosaurus. Yeah, there's obviously a lot of information here about all these little creatures. I actually wanted to see Kentrosaurus. Kentrosaurus, where are you? You should be... There we go, there's Kentrosaurus. So yeah, Stegosauridae, late Jurassic, so about the same time as Stegosaurus. Stegosaurus, I think, was mid-Jurassic to late Jurassic. These guys were later Jurassic, and they were from Africa. Let's see, up to 4 meters in length and 700 kilograms. So... yeah, they were big. Surprisingly, not that big. A hippo weighs up to about 2 tons. So they were lighter than a hippo. But I mean, they were a little bit more streamlined, I guess, as well. So that's interesting to think that they were long, but not as heavy as a hippo. Wow, surely that must be an underestimate. That's quite light. That's like 8 of me. That could be it. Oh well, okay. Although... okay, they said up to. Okay, I thought they said more than 700 kilograms, because 7 tons is also more than 700 kilograms. Kentrosaurus is well protected from predators, of course, with the spikes and the plates over there, and even the 2 spikes on the side there. That is, to me, was at least always when I saw that, I'm like, ooh, that's Kentrosaurus. When I saw that on any Stegosaurid, and then I found out, no, a whole bunch of Stegosaurids actually had that, which just, you know, that's an awesome defense mechanism as well. Like, you are protected from behind, and now you are protected from the flanks as well. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And yeah, discovered in Tanzania. Yeah, there we go. Tendaguru beds in Tanzania. Sharp-pointed lizard, Kentrosaurus. So Saurus, of course, being lizard, sharp-pointed Kentro. That's cool. And inhabited Tanzania, lush, a warm climate, many small lagoons and forested areas filled with lush vegetation for the dinosaur to feed on. And apex predators, Allosaurus, also lived during the period. But I don't think Allosaurus, we didn't have Allosaurus in Africa as far as I recall. So they would have preyed on other Stegosaurus like Stegosaurus itself. Yeah, so I think we are going to have a nice little forested environment with a few open areas and some marshlands. That's some small lagoons. That's what we are going to go for with Kentrosaurus enclosure, or the Stegosaurid enclosure over here. I don't like vegetation really being this clumped. I would like to space it out a little bit more. Let's just remove some of the trees. We're going to bring it in again, but bring it in a little bit more at the back there. There perhaps as well. And then we'll have, of course, we need a bit of water. We'll have some water, kind of almost draw a little smiley face there. But yeah, we've got on different levels, we've got some water there. And let's see, can we just move it? Okay, we can't really remove specific bits. But there we go. Nice little water areas. We do need a bit at the back here as well, just that whatever is at the back here also has a bit of water to drink. It's not an even camp. This doesn't have to be. There's a little bit of change in the elevation is really great. It sells the whole illusion of it actually being a park. I see Raptor, you're also here. Hello there, Raptor. Hello, hello. But up, I'm here. Glad to see you are here with us as well. Let's see. I see Fireduck also mentions all the spikes must have made a pain to make offspring. Well, I guess they stood. Oh, I would say they stood side by side, but I mean that also means that they had the spikes on the side. Where there's a will, there's a way. Hey. So I'm sure they would have found a way. Life finds a way. I can put it that way. Let's see here. We need some ground cover as well, because Kentrosaurus also quite low down. Longish neck, but not really. Wouldn't have raised it very, very high. Now, whenever you've got big creatures like that, you would also find some areas that they tend to congregate. And in those areas, you would expect there to be a little less grass cover, a bit more dirt. You know what, bring the dinosaurs. Let's bring them in. There we go. That's going to help us actually get our stars up as well. Bring grass down. I want to put dirt down. So around these... No, that's rock. I don't want rock. I want dirt. Okay. Around the watering holes here, you would expect there to be a bit of trampling associated with that, because animals congregate along there. They trample the grass. Sometimes it recovers. Sometimes it doesn't. And if it doesn't, it becomes barren around the watering hole. There's actually a term for that. We call it a biosphere.
The Kentrosaurus is another of those spiky-backed dinosaurs. A dinosaur that relied on intimidation to keep the predators at bay. And failing that, a difficult meal to catch and chew. Think of it as a prehistoric porcupine.
Yeah, pretty much a prehistoric porcupine. I mean, look at this. Absolutely love it. And I love the fact that you can go into first-person mode. You can see here, of course, all the spikes on the back here. And we can actually find these little guys in Ark Survival Ascended as well. So maybe tomorrow evening we will encounter them as well. But look at those spines. Of course, the spines kind of pointing a little bit more back. Because, I mean, that is where it will be most vulnerable to predators. You know, running along here, jumping on them, grabbing at them. Yeah, those spikes. Really awesome. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So, let's see. What do you need? Oh. It's apparently perfect. There's enough ground fiber, there's forest, there is water, everything they need. The number of individuals also spot on, and it's a large enough area. Well, that's perfect. Okay, so Kentrosaurus is happy being here. And what that means is we are going to just quickly put in viewing galleries again. Always need the viewing galleries. And in this case, we're going to put 2 down. No, actually, no. Yeah, I think over here as well. And then we're just going to quickly get this path along here. And just... Ta-da! There we go. Oh, we need a path over here as well. Alright, let's see. What have I missed? What have I missed? See, Fireduck, you also say you've played Zoo Tycoon 1, as well as Planet Zoo, as well as Jurassic World Evolution 1. Have to, but haven't really played it yet. So, Zoo Tycoon was also nice. Yeah, I agree, Axel. I agree. I never played Roller Coaster Tycoon. I would have loved to, but never got my hands on that. So, yeah, unfortunately, never did play that. Oh, increase your park's accommodation rating. We don't have accommodation at all yet for our visitors. I think we should perhaps put accommodation over here. But in order to get that, we first need to research it. So let's research infrastructure. Is that here? I think it's here. I think it is. It's probably with the guests. Guest comfort, maybe. Wide path, large hotel. We have the small hotel. I think we've got the small hotel, I guess. Okay, we don't have 250 guests yet, so we don't have access to that. Oh, we've got the small hotel already. Okay, we can build that. We can build that. Later on, we will build a bigger one. That'll be with guests. Oh, yes, there we go. Small hotel. Where's the path? The path comes on that side. Just going to plop it down in the forest over here. Now you guys may be able to see some dinosaurs. And let's just add you on over there. Okay, now if we can include more stegosaurids over here, that'll be absolutely amazing. Amazing. Wondering how porcupines do it. Brain why? That's a good question. I know I had looked it up in the past, but I cannot for the life of me remember how porcupines do it. Let's see. I think maybe. You know what? Let us make. Oh! I think the generator has run out. Generator resupply. I was like, why on earth is there like no power at the hatchery? Let's make Lystrosaurus, guys. Let's make Lystrosaurus. I need these little guys in our park. So yeah, they are most likely going to be unfit. Let's modify the genome. Let's see what we can actually change here. We are going to have this randomized. Yeah, we're going to just completely randomize everything there. And we can't, or we can change lifespan, but that's about it. You know what? We're just going to save it and assign scientists. We need 3 in genetics, so we can have the 2 of you. Yeah, there we go. Start this, and let's make some more. Because Lystrosaurus would have been a herd animal. They would have loved hanging around in little smallish or biggish herds in some cases as well. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Oh man, I would love to actually know how porcupines do it. I'll have to look that up. Maybe tomorrow evening I know already, and then I'll mention how porcupines do it. But yeah, definitely very weird head, neck and head, especially with such a big body for the Kentrosaurus. Yeah, indeed. We'll get back to them in a moment. Okay, so these guys are ready for incubation. How many did we have that's viable? So these 2 are perfect. They're docile. This one doesn't have any traits. This one is unfit, so it's got a reduced stamina recovery rate. That's okay, I think. This one is skittish. We don't want that one. It's increased chance to panic, less threat, less dominance, but that chance to panic, I don't like that. So we're going to hatch these 3. That is what we are going to do, and we need... Oh, how many can we have? Okay. Huh? Oh, we need Ital as well. Ooh. Sorry, Ital, you are going to be overworked a bit. Ital is going to take a break in a moment. So while they're busy with that, let's have a look at Kentrosaurus. Because, I mean, Kentrosaurus here is currently just kind of chilling around. Oh, and calling a bit. Oh, that's lovely. Now, the longish neck, I mean, that's typical for the stegosaurids as well, and they're very narrow mouth. Usually, if you see a narrow mouth like with Kentrosaurus here, it means they're a little bit more selective in what they eat. The sauropods, for example, most of them had very wide mouths. And you think about a cow, for example, they don't select specific parts of the grasses, they just nom 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 munch away. So too buffalo, any of your bulk grazers, they've got wide muzzles or wide mouths, they eat as much as they can, they chomp away. But these guys, they would be more selective in what they go for. Ooh, okay, urgent message again, okay, let's see. Oh, Metabarosaurus near Brisbane. It's actually amazing that it's at Brisbane because, well, this was an Australian dinosaur. I did say I want a nice enclosure for our hadrosaurs, although I'm not sure whether this is actually hadrosaur. I'll just have to double check that now. But yeah, Metabarosaurus, love these guys. Big flappy bits in front that you'll see. So let's first decline it. We'll have it available in a moment. We just need to have Ital rest a bit. Now, Ital is going to very soon be available to rest. And then we're going to hopefully go catch some Mataborasaurus. Okay, come on, any moment now. Let's just speed that up. Okay, wide path is open. So that means we have... Oh, you guys are disgruntled. Rest, please, rest. 2.5 minutes. That will give us enough time to still go do the capture. Okay, so that means we should have 250 guests at the moment. No, not hatchery. I want to check... No, not there. I want to see the arrival point. There we go. How many guests? Oh, 215 at the moment. Okay, so over 200 guests. That is marvelous. Yes, I know Anvi, I tell, is disgruntled. She's resting at the moment. Yeah, okay, so it's nighttime now. Hopefully it becomes daytime again soon so we can actually see a little bit better. Okay. Oh, what we can also do in the meantime is just bring a little truckie over here. Let's just head into the Struthiomimus enclosure. Just do a quick scan of them. Make sure everything is still fine with them. Whether they need anything or whether they're in any, not feeling too great in essence. Absolutely, I love it. Whenever you've got the chance to drive a buggy or a vehicle or fly a helicopter or anything along those lines. Man, I love it when you can do that in the game. Okay, so let's just do a quick status check. Okay. I guess these guys are all fine. You can set up a ranger station and then have the rangers automatically come here. But where's the fun in that? Maybe later on, as the park gets bigger, we may need to do that. Okay, those two are still resting. Another minute and 9 seconds left for that. And then... I don't think we can actually hatch Lystrosaurus yet. I think we need 4. These are good. That one is skittish again, and yeah, we can't meet the requirements. So we'll have 3. So that's 6 Lystrosaurus we can put away. That is, or not put away, put in our enclosure. That is going to be marvelous. Okay, with Lystrosaurus, with this, with our hotel. Oh, you know what? I think our amenities are low. Let's see. Amenity coverage. Okay, this is still fine. It's low demand. I guess not a lot of people are coming to this side over here. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Let's not worry too much about that now. Okay, daytime. Daytime is rolling around. Just speed it up so they can stop resting sooner. And there we go. First things first, let's go capture Mataborasaurus near Brisbane. There we go. Got enough time to still do that. We need a bit of logistics and some... That, I think that should be fine. That's still 100,000, never mind. Okay, we're going to let Wright also just rest a bit, because Wright is getting very, very close to being unhappy with us. It's fun to actually try and balance, people's needs and stuff like that in the game as well. Okay, so we'll just wait for that expedition to come back, and then we will be able to hatch our Lystrosaurus and release all 6 of them into our little Lystrosaurus enclosure. I love the fact that with Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, we needed to place down the herbivore feeders as well. Here, they just eat the plants that are there, and that is absolutely marvelous. Let's see, what I would like is a little pathway over here and some kind of smaller type of enclosure over here. Now, we can't actually build over the water. So this means we will need to perhaps raise... Oh, okay, what have we got? What have we got? Oh, you captured it. Of the 6, 5 were captured. 1 is still running around. Okay, great. We are going to just give us... We're going to take a lot more than just 2 minutes. What I want to do is... What happens? Can I raise the ground? No, I can't. Okay, so I will need to delete water along here. Build a path. Okay. Have that along here. And again, we're going to go for slightly more bendy. Again, always the bendy. Here, oh, this is actually perfect. Oh, no, it's a slight downhill, but yeah, but that's fine. Give you 2 minutes. Actually, come to think of it, I would like to actually have this path raised slightly. So let us flatten it. There we go, let's flatten it. Everything to this height. That's good. I think that's alright. That is alright. Okay. And then we can have the path kind of along, snaking along here. And then what I'll do is I'll try to get some more water again here. There we go, right up to the path. Perfect. Okay. Then what I would like is a small little enclosure here. Maybe Compsognathus, maybe one of the other small dinosaurs. We'll still think about what we want there. Hello there, President. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Glad you are here with us as well for a little bit of a Saturday night stream. Yeah, sometimes we like doing things at different times. Going well on this side. How are you doing on your side? I hope you're doing well. Let's see. I think our researchers are all back. Oh, Mataborosaurus is still awaiting us, or awaiting our response. Ah, come on. There we go. Assign scientists. We need genetics. Oh no, we need welfare. Okay, so those 4. There we go. And then these guys, these 3 Lystrosaurus can be released in their enclosures along. So bring them to our little desert oasis. And let's see, what can we put in here that just screams desert? Not much. You know what, we are going to put down this sign. The sign looks nice. Okay, and because we are technically going into a desert environment here, let us paint it a little bit sandier along here as well. As if, or like the sand of this desert environment has kind of blown into these areas. Give you more than 2 minutes again, please. It's blown into the surrounding landscapes. Okay. And then we will have some foliage. Now what we're going to have... Oh, cycads. Cycads we are going to go for. Now they call this a cycad grove, but you'll see in a moment what we actually have are aloes. There are some cycads, yes. But it's also, there's a cycad, for example, but there are also a lot of aloes, like the one that just, that one. That's an aloe. Okay, so we'll talk about them in a moment. But yeah, these guys. So if we just go first-person view again. I love the first-person view for things like this. I mean, this is a typical cycad. What we see at the top there is a typical cone. This is the female cone. Female cones are much larger than the male cones. And they will be receiving pollen from the male. Males will be dispersing their pollen with wind. Wind will blow it, will blow into the cracks there between these scales. And they will pollinate or fertilize then the egg, the ovum inside. And that results in a seed forming. So this is a cycad. This, however, this is not a cycad. And this little one over here, also not a cycad. These are aloes. And you can see the tubular flowers there. These are angiosperms. The cycads, like the one at the back here as well, you can see over here, these guys are gymnosperms. They're more closely related to pine trees and stuff like that. Conifers, but different group altogether, but they are gymnosperms. These guys are flowering plants. They've got flowers they're producing, they produce seeds, yeah, a whole bunch of other things happening. Of course, they need birds, in this case, to come and pollinate them. The birds love visiting them, and a relative of the aloes recently has been found to actually be pollinated by things like Ethiopian wolves, which is just amazing. That was a weird case of a predator actually pollinating plants. I'm sure I'll talk about that at some point as well. Okay, so what we have are Edmontosaurus, close to Las Vegas. You know what, we're going to go for them as well. So there they are. We need 12. No, we need 5 and 2. We need a bit more welfare. There we go. Okay, cool. Let's get some more hadrosaurs or duckbill dinosaurs. That's what I wanted to still check. No, I wanted to go here. I wanted to go to the dinosaurs. We've got Mataborosaurus. Is that a hadrosaur or not? Because I thought it was, but then I was doubting myself there. Mataborosaurus. Mataborosaurus, there we go. The early Cretaceous. Okay, you see. They are in the Odontomorpha. So not a hadrosaur. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Oh, it's named after Muttaburra in Queensland, Australia. So that's why it's Muttaburrasaurus. Ornithopod. Okay. An ornithopod meaning bird foot. Ornithos is bird, pod is foot. Flat and blunt snout. Now we can't really see it at the moment, but there was some flappiness over there that they most likely used to actually produce sounds. So when we have them in our park, we will see that, hopefully. Okay. Lystrosaurus. Released via airlift. I always have to just be careful. Give you 2 minutes. I have to be careful because I have a tendency to press just release, not release via airlift. And then the Lystrosaurus just run around the park here and not actually in their little camp. Speaking of Lystrosaurus, how are you guys doing? You're lonely. Don't worry. There are 3 little friends coming along soon. You need a bit more ground leaf. Okay. That is what you need. And that is all you need. And a bit more population. Okay, so ground leaf is what you will get. Ground leaf. Yeah, there we go. Some leafy climbers. We'll plop you down along here, maybe in here as well. Maybe along the edge of the dune system here as well, on the dunes. That should be enough, I think. They are tiny. I'm battling to find them, but there it is. And now everything is fine. So let's have a look. There's a Lystrosaurus over there. Where on earth are our other ones? All around there. In that, oh, you see, that's where the food is. Of course, when you've got the dune systems here, and you've got all the plants growing along the valleys of the dunes, of course you're going to have your herbivores also popping up there. So let's just quickly pop in here. I mean, look at this. Teeny tiny little critters. Hello. Oh man, I love the Lystrosaurus. And not just because they're South African. I love them because they are cute. Cute as heck. Hello, little one. Oh, so they were dicynodonts. Di meaning 2, cyno referring to dog, and dont referring to tooth. So it's the 2 dog teeth. That's what dicynodont means. And that refers to those weird canine-like teeth in the front there of their little mouths. They had kind of little horny beaks there in front that they were used to mash up tubers or plants, whatever they were feeding on. Could have used their thick little front limbs to actually dig into the soil. Could also have used their tusks to actually get to stuff that's lower down in the ground or so as well. Yeah, give me 2 more minutes, please. Okay, let's see. Have you guys captured the Edmontosaurus? Of the 6, 5 were captured, 1 evaded. Yes, yeah, that's good. That's good. It's close enough.
I wish I could share with you all that I know, but some elements of my work must remain a mystery. However, your achievements are no secret. So
thank you,
well
Dr.
done to
Kajal.
you.
Kajal Dua. Hello, dear. Nick is walking around over there. Let's see here. So I've got Dicynodons over here. I've got my Lystrosaurus. I've got my Kentrosaurus. I've got my little Struthiomimus as well. All these dinosaurs technically need checks. Now this is where I did say earlier that, you know, where's the fun in actually having like a ranger station looking at the creatures. But yeah, I think we're going to have that happening. So the ranger post over here will check the dinosaurs in these 2 camps in essence. And the one over here will check this camp. And I'm going to assign those guys over there. And for this one, I am going to assign that Ranger Team 1 as well. Alrighty, let's see. Okay. We need to start developing this area. Now, if I want to really start developing this area, what I need to do is have a monorail system or something along those lines. I don't think we can actually get the monorail yet. Infrastructure wise, no, I think it's guest actually. Guest comfort. There's the monorail. We need 2-star rating. Okay, so we can't do that yet. The people will just have to walk a bit longer, I guess. Now, let us, while we've got the opportunity, let's see what we can get. We can get Coelophysis, because I want some little critter running along here in this camp over here. That is what I want. So let's see what we can get in that case. Coelophysis could work. They are quite small. I don't think they need a lot of space. Dimetrodon, that could even work. That could really work, like a swampy section there. Okay, so Dimetrodon is definitely up for grabs. Coelophysis is potential. Parasaurolophus, no, it's too big. Dilophosaurus also actually is a predator. It would need a bigger area. Nasutoceratops, big horned dinosaur, no. Morus intrepidus, I think predators, Deinonychus, predators, let's try to keep away from them, except for things like Coelophysis, which you can have in high densities in a smaller area. They like being together. Segisaurus, also quite a small one. It's a little less known than Coelophysis. I think Coelophysis I would like to get first. Torosaurus, no, that's a horned one. Torosaurus, no. Corythosaurus, no. Deinonychus, no. Nodosaurus, a smaller type of ankylosaurid, but still big. Troodon. Sounds dangerous, so maybe not. Torosaurus, Troodon. Okay, so there are some bigger creatures there. There's a Margosaurus over here, which is a sauropod. Not a big one, but a smaller sauropod. Maybe not, maybe not. Yeah, Segisaurus. So if we just look at Segisaurus over here, it looks very much like Coelophysis. At least to me, it looks very, very similar. I mean, if you look at Coelophysis, there it is, right? Typical theropod in the Coelophysid family, the Coelophysidae. Thinner snouts, lots of little peg-like teeth, thin little arms, thin little legs, slender dinosaur. If we go to Segisaurus, lower down, way lower down, I want Sinosauropteryx so badly, but Segisaurus, I mean, there it is, slightly blunter snout, and I think they were a little bit larger, but I mean, there they are. They're 0.5 meters, half a meter in height, but again, very, very similar appearance, and that's because they are in the Coelophysis family, in the Coelophysidae. They're from the early Jurassic. I think Coelophysis was a little bit more in the Triassic, if I'm not mistaken. It's a little bit earlier. We do have Cryolophosaurus as well. Oh, that's cool. We've got some really cool dinosaurs to potentially make. What I'm looking for is Coelophysis over here. It's actually 1.3 meters. It's bigger than the Segisaurus. And it is late Triassic. You know what? A pack of Segisaurus just sounds cool. I think we should go for Segisaurus. I think that is what we need. Now, Segisaurus, let's just quickly check what their environment would most likely have been dry as well. Segisaurus is right over there. So let's see. One of the smallest theropods from the Coelophysidae. A meter in length. Let's see. Agile and can run at rapid speed. Great. See, wait, what was its environment like? Alongside a host of dinosaurs native to North America, dry, sandy environment. Genus' small stature meant that it fed primarily on insects and lizards, although it was also a willing scavenger of animals killed by larger carnivores like Dilophosaurus, which also was around in the early Jurassic. So yeah, Dilophosaurus, the big one, and then these little guys kind of think like jackals or coyotes, hanging around, potentially scavenging. I think we should go for Segisaurus. I think that's what we should go for. Okay, so Segisaurus it is, which means we can go over here. And I think Segisaurus was... No, that's Coelophysis. There's Segisaurus. Let's send a squad over there. We need 3. We'll just put Shashwayo over there. Schlatzwayo over there. And off she goes. Into the Hanavo Desert. And in the meantime, we can have our little section over here looking nice. Now, the idea that I've had is if we look at the contour, we just go over here and we look at the contour, it's currently very, very flat. I want to lower this section and then have a little path walking along the side here, going along the side, and maybe a viewing platform over here, maybe another viewing platform over here. The rest of it, I would like a little bit lower down. No, give me 2 more minutes, please. No, 2 more minutes, please. I think at about... I'll just go down. I think about this height, this depth. Is that... Oh, that looks good. That's fine. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just first build the path. Okay, again, snaking along here. This will allow us to actually have a little bit more of... Okay, I actually want to delete that. Snaking it around means we'll have a little bit more of a natural enclosure shape as well as it gets molded around the pathway here. And then we will have a viewing gallery over here. And a little path going into that. Okay. And likewise, we will have, and I just press shift to change the path from going bendy to going straight, and then shift again to bend a little bit more to this side. You know, that nice little waterfront stroll, that's what we are going for here. That, and then we can have another viewing gallery over here. Of course, don't have power at the moment, we don't have anything really on this side, this is just kind of a show until we have Stegosaurus. And now, I think we should be able to actually... where is it now? There we go, right over there. Now we can flatten it. Oh, not quite, not quite. We'll just flatten it to almost up to the path. Okay, there we go. Okay, no, I don't want the path completely. There we go, okay. And flatten this section quite nicely so that they can run around. The Stegosaurus can run around over here to this side quite nicely. Okay. And then... oh, this is a bit of a steep climb over to this. You know, imagine steps. Just imagine steps for that little bit over there. I think this will look nicely. No, give it 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Sounds like me in the morning. Just 2 more minutes. And then, of course, we are, again, going to have a lot of deserts. A lot of desert environments. We're going to have a bit of a little oasis over here. And I think, again, a lot of sand. Especially along this area over here. Because usually, if you're looking at the lower lying areas, you would also find a lot of sand actually accumulating in the lower lying areas. And with it being a bit more of an arid region where this little critter was found, I would imagine that we should have a bit more shrubberies. Not forest per se. So we're going to have... yeah, sure, some ginkgos in the back there. But then in front here, we're going to go again for cycads. Things like that. And just some nice flowers on the outside here, where it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's see. Right, nothing that I've missed, I think. Let me just double check here. No, looks like it. Okay. So yeah, let's see. If we look over here, oh, this is a lovely little view looking down at the Stegosaurus enclosure. Okay, and now of course, just to keep them in, we are just going to fence this area just ever so slightly. And trying to have the fence line also kind of following the contour over there. And voila! A nice little enclosure for us over here. Now, if we can just put a little small substation over here, this should power a bit to this side, and just have it connect up to the grid there. Okay. We are going to have that pop up again. Thank you. And the other one, no. Okay, Stegosaurus. Oh, we've got lots of Stegosaurus fossils here. Okay. This will take us up to 60%, which means we'll be able to make it. Okay, you guys can work on that. And while you guys are working on that, Shatswayo, you can just rest for now. We'll train you a little bit later. Well, so quite a few, 2 desert areas thus far. We need a more foresty or a swampy environment. Oh, wow, we've gone over 1 million, or 30 million again. 30 million was like my, okay, if we go over 30 million again, we can actually start a bigger project. And I think my bigger project will be the hadrosaur and the large herbivore compound. That's what that is going to be. And I think we're going to make that a big section over here. That's what we are going to do right over here. Just going to have some amenities and stuff over here in this section, I think. There are some contracts available. We'll have a look at that in a moment. Just making a nice big paddock. right through the water. You know, they've got to have access to water as well. We're going to dump most of our herbivores in here, I think. All of the ones that can actually be put together, we are going to put down together here. Oh, actually, just delete that one, please. There we go. And then there we go. That should be fine. Perfect. And they're still extracting. That one is still resting. Nicole is still resting. And then 2 dinosaurs coming in soon. As soon as this paddock is done, we can actually just plop them down and then we'll look at that. I would like the forest just slightly opened up over here, allowing us to actually drive through. And what I would really like to do is at some point have a bit of a path going through here. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is place a bit of a dirt road, kind of branching off over here, kind of coming into this side, and then going along here. No, give me 2 more minutes, and give me 2 more minutes, thank you. Obviously in some areas the path will be more worn, in some areas the path will be less or more overgrown, less worn and more overgrown, but you should be able to follow the path quite easily. We're going to, of course, in this area come across the open plains, see what we can find there. Now, unfortunately, some of it is actually like showing a little bit more like blobs, but that's alright, we'll work with that. Okay, actually just dragging may be a better idea. Yeah, it kind of does give it a little bit too harsh, but and then along the forest edge we come back. And yeah, this should be a nice little tour. We are going to have a nice little buggy driving around, I think, a little bit later on. Okay, but for now, that is it. Urgent message, you say? Oh, some more Kentrosaurus. In Atlanta. You know what, we're not going to go for the Kentrosaurus. We've already got Kentrosaurus. If there was Stegosaurus, yes, but the Kentrosaurus. We've already got Kentrosaurus. Okay. I think the fence, it's progressing. It's coming along to the side. That's alright, that's alright. Okay, Stegosaurus. You guys have finished scanning that, or doing that, extracting that. Let's just get a little bit more. That puts us up to 73% with that. That is great. And we need 3. So you guys can do that. And then as soon as they've finished extracting the Stegosaurus again, we will actually make the Stegosaurus. Okay, I think this is a nice little environment for it. Although, you know what we could also do? Is just break up the monotony. Just bring the foothill down a little bit. So bring this mountainside down into the enclosure a bit. Just like extend that. I think that's going to look nice. A little bit more natural than just, maybe a little bit more. Maybe just a little bit more on this side. There we go. Yes, rather than just having like this pit in there. That looks good. So Atlanta Fire Duck. Oh goodness, you've got family on that side. So Axel had to worry about the creatures there by what was it? What did we have? We had, it was also Kentrosaurus. Kentrosaurus were over by Brussels, and then you had there by Atlanta. Oh goodness me. Oh, I see the enclosure actually is done. You know what? Bring them. Bring them in. The fence is done.
Asset has been collected.
There we go.
Transportation underway.
Okay. We're getting our first hadrosaurs, Edmontosaurus. I think this is Edmontosaurus regus, if I'm not mistaken. It's a big one. It's a big one. I think the hadrosaur. Let me just double check because I'm saying Hadrosauridae. Just want to double check. That was Edmontosaurus. Edmontosaurus. Yeah, duck-billed dinosaur, definitely. Hadrosauridae. There we go. Called duck-billed because initially it was believed they had like duck-shaped beaks, but no, that was most likely covered with this keratinized sheath over there, kind of functioning like almost more like a beak. But we'll see that again in a moment. Apparently, I like releasing my dinosaurs at night. Because again, we had the Lystrosaurus coming in at night. We've got the Edmontosaurus coming in at night. Currently tranquilized. Okay, they are missing ground fiber. We'll do something about that, don't worry. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Smallish crest on top there. Not as big as Corythosaurus, but bigger than the Saurolophus. Oh, Maybe Saurolophus had kind of a crest as well, but bigger than some of the other hadrosaurs.
Interesting.
Okay.
An Ecologist.
Mm-hmm.
This is an herbivore that can move on all 4 feet or go upright and walk on its hindquarters. We should be able to control and monitor this species more easily than some of the others. Use that to your advantage as you plan out the park.
Okay, so yeah, being a herbivore, I mean, herbivores, I mean, just because it's a herbivore doesn't mean that it's, you know, chilled. It can still be very, very aggressive and dangerous. I mean, they're big, big creatures. We're going to just put a whole bunch of ground fiber down in this enclosure. I think, I very much suspect the dinosaurs, all the hadrosaurs, all the duck-billed dinosaurs we're going to put in, all of those dinosaurs would love a bit of forest and a bit of ground. Oh, that's ground leaf. They need ground fiber. Okay, never mind. Wrong one. There's ground fiber. A bit more fibrous as well. Okay, we'll plop that down. Perhaps a little bit into the forest area over here. There's not too dense a jungle. A little bit more open. There we go. Okay, yeah, please bring the Muttaburrasaurus. We'll introduce that herd over here. That's what we'll do. And then we'll bring in some more ground fiber on this side as well. Okay. Right. And let's just check how they are feeling as they're being brought in. I just want to quickly also double check. Edmontosaurus, you guys alright? Edmontosaurus, yes. 100%. Perfect. Oh, that's great stuff. Okay. And you guys, Muttaburrasaurus,
Asset has been transported.
missing ground fiber as
It
well.
is possible for a dinosaur to be both elegant and awkward at the same time. Then the Muttaburrasaurus takes the prize. This is a large herbivore that should make for an excellent addition to our collection.
Missing ground fiber, although there is some ground fiber, and there we go, it's picking up now. Okay, there is forest, there is ground fiber. It's a big enclosure, so you guys just have to hang around where, you know, your things are. That's what you need to do. Look for the perfect environment and then settle there. Just going to put a bunch more ground fiber down. See if you like that a little bit. And then forest, you also said you wanted. There. Please, like all of this. There we go. So, President asks, are the dinosaurs capable of reproduction? Not in-game, but in the lore.
Delivery has been completed.
So, with Jurassic Park, yes. With Jurassic World, I'm not sure whether they actually managed to get that sorted so they don't breed. Whether they took out the frog DNA that allowed them to breed, if you're looking at Jurassic Park, the lore. But, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether these guys in lore, really they should be able to breed. I'm trying to think now with Jurassic World whether they had babies in the petting zoo, but those weren't wild ones that were breeding. Did they breed in the game, or in lore-wise, in the movies? Did they breed in Jurassic World? Surely they must have. So I think they are. I think they are capable of reproduction. I would not. Let's do it this way. I would not be surprised if they in fact are capable. Let's just have a look here at Muttaburrasaurus with our flashlight on as well. You can see that flappy nose bit in the front there. Most likely that was a bit more of like an amplification station, amplifying room, so that air can be passed through there and kind of resonate, and resulting in that whoa, that sound we can hear there. But you can imagine, I mean, social creatures like Muttaburrasaurus would most likely have been making a whole bunch of noises, sounds, to communicate to one another, to find out where the rest of the herd is, to potentially intimidate one another if two are not feeling happy with one another, two males, for example, sizing one another up, trying to intimidate the other one. A whole range of sounds would have been a good strategy or good thing to have. Okay, so let's see. So I see, Fireduck, you say that in the movie they were able to breed. I know in Jurassic Park they were. Just wasn't sure about Jurassic World, but you say they found eggshells in the first one, at a whole plot point of one guy stealing a raptor's egg in the second or third one. That was in the third one, in Jurassic Park 3. But I don't know whether in Jurassic World they're able to breed. I can't remember whether they were juveniles or wild juveniles in the latest 3 movies. I know they are bringing out a 4th movie, so maybe Camp Cretaceous. Oh, but Camp Cretaceous is also set in the Jurassic Park world, but it is also... No, that's Jurassic World. Never mind. No, so maybe they are. I think they most likely are able to breed even in the Jurassic World lore. Come to think of it. Yeah, most likely, most likely. Oh, we are so close to 2 stars. You know what we can do to try and increase that? Is we can have viewing galleries set up here. And another one over here. And then we are just going to snake along here to this area and connect up this viewing platform as well. We really need a way for people to get here more easily. I think that's where the monorail will come in, but we need 2. We need 2 stars in order to do that. So yeah, Gaming Raptor says no in Jurassic World that there were 4 raptors, but 3 of them
I remind
died.
myself that we are leading the way forward to a future with prehistoric animals. Crazy, right? That's why taking on objectives like this one should be a no-brainer.
Okay, so let's see here. Raise the appeal of your park. It will probably be to take it up to 2.5 stars, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe we'll do that. Because the moment we've got 2 stars, we can actually start building or research the aviary and then build that, which is awesome. And I think the lagoon as well. So I think let's go for this one.
If
Shouldn't be
we
too
can get the park
difficult.
rating up, that should improve things across the board. Make sure to stay on top of it.
Okay, increase the appeal from 13% to 15%. Okay, we'll see. What we will do in the meantime is for guests, we will put in... Oh, okay, I need to research the large hotel before I can put that in. Never mind. We're going to put in the small hotel right over here. So maybe they can catch glimpses of the dinosaurs moving along here. We're going to have this hotel, of course, line up with or joining the pathway here. We are going to have a bit of a small substation over here as well, just to power everything in this area. We're just going to connect that, leave that over there, and then we are going to have amenities, restrooms. Oh, okay, urgent message. What have we got? Notosaurus? Oh, Minmi! Minmi! Oh, Minmi, that's awesome. We're going to definitely grab these guys. Okay. Hello there, Nakolo. Welcome to the stream. Glad you are here with us. Oh, it's Durham. That's where we're going to go for that. Okay, we've got everything sorted for that. We need 4 welfare and 5 logistics. We're just going to put these ones in. And off you go. Grab me some Minmi. I think they were one of the smallest, not the smallest, but one of the smallest ankylosaurids. Really awesome, cute little critters. Okay, I believe people are actually really battling to go pee. Because, yeah, as you can see here, our whole area to this side is just like, where are the bathrooms? Where are the bathrooms? We don't know where the bathrooms are. Yeah, we're just going to put a little restroom over there, which doesn't have power, really. How's the power grid looking?
Wow.
Not great.
Just wow. I knew you could do it, and now you have.
Yes, it wasn't too difficult to increase the appeal. I think we got a bit of a bonus there as well, which is wonderful. Okay, and then we can put another restroom to this side, because as you can see, everybody walking to this side are like, where are the bathrooms? Oh, we can make it tours as well. Great stuff. We should do that as well as soon as we can. Soon we are going to. Path not connected. I am well aware. There we go. So yeah, Fireduck Minmis are really cute. You'll see in a moment they're not as heavily armored as the Ankylosaurus and many of the other Ankylosaurids, but they were absolutely adorable. So let's see, Minmi. Come on, Jungosaurus, Megalodon. There we go, Minmi. Oh, look at that cute little face over there. That's just adorable. They are so cute. Yeah, it is an ankylosaurid, early Cretaceous period. Most of the ankylosaurids were around in the Cretaceous period. This is one of the earlier ones. 120 million years ago. A length of over 3 meters. It doesn't look that big here though, but 3 meters, I mean, that's decent size. For a dinosaur, for, you know, relative to its cousins, the other ankylosaurids. This was a teeny tiny little one. Notable for its long tail and horizontal armor plates. So that'll be these little ones, I think, along here, that cover its body, protecting it from attacks by predators. But not as well as some of the osteoderms of ankylosaurids, or other ankylosaurids. Also from Australia. Oh, that's cool. Made of thick woodland and floodplains. So we'll have a bit of a marshy landscape for this little guy. Okay, that's good. We're going to get some Minmi here as well. Oh, shame not Colo. I see the stream looks bad due to the horrible internet connection. Oh, that sucks, man. It is not nice. Hopefully it's better soon. Okay, what we're going to do is just put a backup generator, not backup generator, a little power station over here, substation, and connect it as well. Oh man, it's going to be wonderful to actually have like bigger ones. Are you collecting the Minmi? Okay, and then 2 stars. I think we are. Are we 2 stars or almost 2 stars? Oh, it's so close to 2 stars. So close to 2 stars. Okay, let's see. In terms of amenities, now we are going to have to go for the Jurassic World small amenity. See, for this entire area, people are hungry and people are thirsty and people want a gift shop. So we're going to give them all of that. The gift shop we will put right over here. You know, close to the hotel. I do just need to quickly check how's our power situation looking. Because we've got 1 small power station and that's it. Okay, let's just first see. Did we capture the Minmi? We caught all 8 of them. Marvelous. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, we still have 25 powers to use. Okay, so we still have some unused power. That is really good. We can actually run a lot of stuff with the with that small power station. Oh, before I forget, because we've got 3 million in the bank there, 3 extra million, let us look at Stegosaurus. Let's actually... Oh, it's weak and short-lived. Let's see, can we modify its genome? We can make it slightly longer-lived. It's still going to be weak, though. Okay, so we just spent extra money, $750 per egg extra, and it now has 0% chance to be short-lived. Whereas if we left it, 1 in every 4, statistically speaking, would be shorter lived than the others. So we're just going to try and get that to 0. None of them are shorter lived. In terms of coloration, what we are going to go for is just random. Random all the way. Okay, save and exit. And let us assign some scientists for this. Oh, Ithal needs to rest. Thankfully, we just need 1. Okay, it's apparently not very difficult to actually make the Stegosaurus eggs. We're just going to get right up as well. And then, let's just let Ithal rest. Ithal, you're going to just rest a bit. Okay, just take a nap. Take a chill pill. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Nokolo, this is quite a big park. This is just a small part of. I mean, we can actually expand all the way down to here as well. Yeah, quite a big section. We can also still expand to here. And this is a smallish map. You can really, with the squares, you can like have massive blocks that you can use for your park, which is absolutely loving it. Hi, Sham, I see Fireduck, you say the dino-loving kid inside you is disappointed in yourself for not knowing about Minmi. I think Minmi is a relatively recent one. Just trying to think, when was it discovered? I can't remember. It's not one of those that actually was widely publicized, you know, often seen in media. Oh, it's 1964 already, never mind. But it is from Australia. I think a lot of Australian dinosaurs actually have flown under the radar, sadly, because there are some amazing things in there. So yeah. Shelter coverage low. Oh yes, yeah, that's also good. Let's just quickly get an emergency shelter up and running here. Look, there aren't any dangerous dinosaurs in this area, but let's put it over here. I see, Notola, you want to see a T-Rex. Ooh, T-Rex. If there is the opportunity to catch a T-Rex, yes, we are going to grab that. And maybe then we'll have a T-Rex in the park. But the way things stand at the moment, we just have low security fences. We're not ready yet for a T-Rex, not at all. Oh, a Brachiosaurus. Brachiosaurus would be cool, really, really awesome. I'm wondering, do we actually have access to the Brachiosaurus yet? Now, they used to be also said to occur in Tanzania, in the Tendaguru beds, in the Tendaguru formation. But that species is no longer Brachiosaurus. That is now Giraffe Titan, as far as I recall. Brachiosaurus was somewhere in here, in North America. That's where Brachiosaurus is. I don't think we've got access to them yet. We may need to just do some research. Let's see. Not the armored herbivores. Medium and large herbivores. Let's see here. Sauropods. For this one, we get access to Apatosaurus. For this one, we get Camarasaurus and Nigersaurus. And then this one, I think, we'll get Brachiosaurus. Oh, lots of research still that needs to be done before we can have Brachiosaurus. So unfortunately, Notolo, we're not going to have Brachiosaurus today, it seems. It's still a lot of research to get there. We can get a Margasaurus, which is a really awesome, funky-looking one. It's a smaller one, but it's a really awesome one. So I think we should go get that one soon. Soon, we should go get the fossils there. It's from South America, in Argentina, if I'm not mistaken. Let's have a look here. So the Segisaurus, are you guys... Yeah, you guys are done. Wow, okay, let's have a look here. How many of the eggs? Oh, we can research the aviary. We can research the aviary. That's changed. We are going to go for that now. We will come back to Segisaurus in a bit. But attraction-wise... It's not here, is it? No, it's the avian viewing gallery. No, that's not what we want. We want the aviary. I think it's infrastructure. No. Flying reptiles. No. Enclosures. Of course, it's going to... No. Oh, man. Not gene modification, not dino creation, not medicine. Not amenities, not attractions, I think. Not guest comfort, not power. Surely it's infrastructure then. But it doesn't look like it. Capture teams, paleomedical, no. Not guest comfort now. Oh, we do need the monorail. We can get the monorail, but I think we'll do that after researching there. Yeah. What does this open? This only opens up the aviary viewing gallery. Man, now where is the aviary? There's attraction. No, that is that. Those are the tours. That'll be great to also get. That's attractions. Not amenities. I really thought it would be infrastructure, but apparently it is not. Unless I'm just blind. But no. Dinosaur creation. There is the aviary. Ah! There we go. That's what we need. Oh, we need a lot of welfare. So we need more scientists that specialize in welfare. There's 1. Oh, there's a 4. You know what? We've got enough money. We can get Corey over here. Corey, join us. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. We do need, I think, one more welfare. Good welfare person. This one is quite expensive, but it's 2. This one is much cheaper, also for 2. And this one is very cheap, also for 2. You know, we are using the typical tender process, and we're getting the cheapest ones first. Oh, man. I see, Natola, you can't even watch the stream. Man, that sucks. Sorry to hear about that. Hopefully it's better by tomorrow. Give me 2 more minutes before we transport the Minmies in. And yeah, and to think that a big space rock, I mean, when I say space rock, though, like a meteorite, that thing was the height of Mount Everest. It was about, I think, 8 kilometers in size. That's a massive chunk of rock hitting the Earth at a massive speed. So, yeah. That I can definitely understand why it actually resulted in their extinction. Let's see here. I think we just need one more thing that I need to do. Is I just need to put up some amenities here. Let's get some food and water set up here. Food and drink. That's what we're going to set up here, and then we can focus on the dinosaurs again. Okay. Food and drink. There we go. Okay, perfect. And let us just do that and do that. There we go. Okay, so there's food, there's drink, there's shelter, there's a toilet. I think everybody should now be fine. And let's see, hotel, that's doing well. Fine. Oh, we do need a gate in here as well, so that our truckies can actually come through here. All right. Now, we need an enclosure for Minmies. But before we do that, it's time to research the aviary. That is what it is time for. So let us... Oh. Let's see. This is definitely one we need to do. And then we need a lot of welfare. Now, that is a nice welfare one there. That is a nice one. And then, unfortunately, no more space left. Oh, so we can't make the aviary yet. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to send the one person for training. So we're going to send Shashwayo over here. Shashwayo, you are going to be trained. We're going to make you better at animal welfare. Okay, once we've actually done this, this research. So of course with this, and you're going to research that as well, you're going to research how to improve yourself. It's like reading a self-help book in essence. Okay, Shashwayo, you are hard at work there. The rest of us are going to hatch some Stegosaurus. So that one, and that one. They're all good. Nothing bad there. One is nocturnal, which means that it's more active at night, sleeping during the daytime. The other two are active during the day, social and social. This one is skittish. We're not taking that one. That one's skittish, not taking it. Skittish and weak. Now, weak is fine. We don't care about that. So we're going to go for that one. That one is fine. And we need 2 welfare. Marwan, you are new, so you can just start working on that. And Stegosaurus over here, how many of you are fine? You are fine. Nothing. No traits whatsoever. This one is skittish. We don't like that. This one is weak. It's fine. It's also quenched. In other words, it doesn't use as much water. Interesting. Minus 30% water metabolic rate. So they use less water to actually follow the metabolism. This one is weak. That's also fine. This one is weak and skittish. That's not fine. And this one is just skittish. That's not fine. So we get 6, I think, in total. That's nice. Kuri, now Ital, you are generalist and you haven't really worked at all since you've taken a break. So off you go. Do a bit of hatching of Stegosaurus. Minmies will just have to wait a little bit longer. But I think where should we make the Minmies? I think we should make Minmies over here. That'll be great. Maybe. Stegosaurus are going to come in first. They're almost ready. 2/3 done. I'm going to drink a bit of coffee while we're waiting for that to finish up. This section over here, this could be a Minmi territory, or, you know, enclosure. I think this is where we're going to have it. Because this is a big swamp. Okay, dinosaurs are ready. Okay, we are going to see that in a moment. Okay, so this will be our little Minmi enclosure. Great stuff. Now, we don't want this entire swamp, so what we are going to do is, unfortunately, I don't like doing this because as a conservationist, this hurts me, but I am going to drain the wetland over here. I'm going to remove the water from this section over here, and I'm also going to change this into more of a typical swampland, which is not completely just water, but a whole amalgamation of... Oh, that's a little bit too much there. A whole amalgamation of ponds, in essence. That's what we've got here. Not just a big lake. We've got a bit more of a collection we're going to have here. There we go. This looks kind of swampy already. Now what we're going to go for then would be something that looks like belongs in a swamp. These guys. This looks nice. Yeah. Okay, so staff improvement is now possible. That means we can send Tatsuayo to go and improve herself. Train herself. Oh, yeah, there we go. Welfare we need to increase. And that's going to be it. Okay. Perfect. And then a bit more trees, I think. But it is a very small ankylosaurid, so it would need quite a bit of ground leaf as well. Maybe some ground fiber as well. So we'll put that down in a moment. In the open spots here, maybe just a bit more ground leaves. And then some ground fiber as well. Extending all the way down here. Yeah. I think this is fine. Although, oh, seed plants, they do look like they belong in the swamp as well. There we go. No, not the wetlands. Half joking. Yeah, I don't like wetlands being drained at all. It is something horrible to me. Especially if you're looking at, like, if this wetland here had been here for a very, very long time. In waterlogged environments, decomposition of plant matter is extremely slow. Because there's no oxygen. In the soil layer, for example, it's anoxic. There's no oxygen there. And if there's no oxygen, then you've got anaerobic decomposition taking place, which is very, very slow. And that results in peat forming, that black, sticky, muddy substance soil that you find in old wetlands.
Minmi is a relatively small, armoured herbivore from Cretaceous Australia.
Hello.
What sets this species apart from other members of its family are the horizontally orientated plates that run along the sides of its backbone. Hence the binomial name, Minmi paravertebra.
Paravertebra. Paravertebra meaning along the vertebrae. That's cool. Okay, so it seems we do need some cycads. That's what we need. We'll have the cycad growth right here in the center. Because they were looking for some ground fruit. Okay, anyway, so as I was saying, with peat, what happens is that over thousands of years or very long periods overall, there's a layer of peat building up here. This is a way this is a form of carbon sequestration, which is when carbon dioxide is taken up by the plants and it is then fixed in a form that is not in the atmosphere. It's taken out of the atmosphere and in this case fixed as peat. Because the plants, this little one over here for example, will photosynthesize, its leaves fall into the wetland, its branches fall into the wetland, and it's broken down anaerobically. Because it doesn't have oxygen being used, because there is no oxygen, the carbon in the leaves and branches can't bind to oxygen. So it can't form carbon dioxide that will go back into the atmosphere. So instead what happens is that carbon gets sealed, in essence, in that peat layer. Oh, we've got some more Forlistosaurus in Atlanta. Oh, we're going to definitely get them. Let's go grab them, shall we? So they're right over here. May as well get some more Listosaurus for our little friendly family. Okay, we'll just send Shashwayo over there. She has just improved her welfare skill to the point that she can go and do this all on her own. And then she's going to have a nice break after that. But anyway, so that then results in the carbon being taken out of the atmosphere through photosynthesis and then being stored away in peat. Now, if we go and drain the peat here, if we drain the wetland, I mean, it's surprisingly easy to drain a wetland. I've never done it, I will never do it. It is also illegal in South Africa, but in the old days, lots of farmers drained the wetlands to have a place for fields or for their cattle to graze, things like that. Really horrible practice. But if you drain the wetland, what happens is that the peat that had sealed all that carbon away is now suddenly opened up to the air. And because it is now in the presence of oxygen, further decomposition takes place. And then the carbon that is locked away in the peat binds to oxygen, and you've got a release of carbon dioxide as a result of that. So a draining of big wetland systems can have surprisingly far-reaching consequences as a result. Alright, I believe the Minmi are fine now. What do you need? A little bit more ground, just a tiny bit of ground nuts still. Okay, let's see, ground nuts. What else can we get? Seed plants. Oh, I did take away some seed plants for them. There was a lovely mozzie trying to come and bite me. Okay, I think now they should be fine. Yeah, that's 100% right there. Oh, perfect. It's such a cute look. Let's get close to them. Up, close, and personal. Where are you? There you are. There you are. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. These are cute little critters. And unlike Ankylosaurus, they don't have a club at the end of the tail. They've got a very long tail. They are armored. I mean, you can see the osteoderms there, the bone skin, or bony skin in essence. That's what osteoderm means. And you can even see some plates on the head there, kind of protecting the head a bit as well. But the belly is very vulnerable. So they don't want to be flipped over, because if they are flipped over, of course, the predator can actually eat them, or chow them from the inside, or from the belly up. But yeah, look at this beautiful critter. They, as I said, don't have a club, so they can't defend themselves that way. Instead, they are just relying on the armor on their back to keep them nice and safe. Okay, 4 Lystrosaurus were found, 4 were captured, none evaded. We can actually transport them immediately because, well, we already have a Lystrosaurus camp right over here. Come join your friends.
Asset in transit.
I think these Lystrosaurus are still very happy. Yeah, they are very happy. In terms of population, yeah, they are fine. Cohabitation, they are perfectly fine. Everything is good. We can have a whole bunch more Lystrosaurus. I mean, look at that. It's like teeny tiny little big helicopter, big everything. Teeny tiny little dinosaur, or not dinosaur, Synapsid being brought down to the to ground level here. Teeny tiny. Like it's like, wee. Oh, I mean, look at that. Ha ha ha. Hello there, Justaberry. Welcome, welcome to the stream as well. Glad you could also make it. Someone is doing poorly. Why are you... What's wrong? Oh my word. Okay, I think they're lost in the jungle there. I think what I'm going to have to do is remove some of the trees here. Because we need to actually come in and have a look at them. Let's have a look. Let's see what is wrong. Where's my truckie? Truckie? Direct control. There we go. We are going for a spin in our little jeep. Let's see what is wrong with our Metaborasaurus. That's not nice. That's not nice. Oh, okay, we need to fix this pathway so that we can come in more easily. Where's the creature that is, the little dinosaur that is in poor health? I think somewhere to this side. How are you guys doing? They're big. Big.
Asset status confirmed.
Undiagnosed ailment. Oh no. Saint MVU, so the medical vehicle.
Asset transported.
I think I've got that. Do I? No, I don't. I don't have that. Oh dear. We do need a medical medbay. What is this? This is... Oh, there it is. Oh dear. We need to research that still. Okay, there we go. Let's start this research. This is critical. We need that. And let's put Corey on here as well. And I think, yeah, that will be fine. Okay. Let's see. I see Fireduck, you also say, first of all, you want one for a pet. Yeah, they are adorable. Where are they? Over here, Minmai. Over here somewhere. They would have been so cool. But there were also some crocodilians. There was one herbivorous crocodilian that was in the latest season of the Prehistoric Planet. Oh, that was cool. It's a cute little flat-headed kind of crocodilian that was completely herbivorous, or most likely completely herbivorous. That I would have loved to have as a pet. But you're also asking, wondering whether they could roll up into a ball like some armadillos can. Of course, only the 3-banded armadillo can actually roll up into a ball. The rest can't, surprisingly. I always thought that all of them could, but no, it turns out only some of them can actually curl up into a ball. What we're going to do is we're just going to lower the ground level over here to place down our medical facility. Let's just over here, Paleo Medical Bay. Come on, surely we should be able to fit that in here. No, clearly not. So where will we put that? That's now the question. Oh man, now everything there is in the way. Okay, that's a camp. We can't put that there. Don't want to put it too far away either. You know what? We're going to put it over here. Because we can still make a path past here. That is going to be fine. That is going to be fine. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, they should be able to... Ooh, this is steep. Let's just smooth this, because otherwise, shame. The poor dinosaurs and the poor people trying to go save the dinosaurs. They're going to have a very, very bumpy ride trying to get out of this facility. Let's just change that, shall we? To slightly more flattened. Yeah, kind of, I think that should be fine. Okay, let's direct control again. I love being able to drive the vehicles. Really love it. But yeah, you say you thought they all could. Now, only the three-banded, the two species of three-banded armadillos can actually volvate, as it is called. Oh, these poor people, they are in serious danger when I'm involved. I basically sideswiped the entire group there. Oh my word. But yeah, so only the three-bandeds can, so not all armadillos can. And it's actually quite rare for things to really be able to volvate. There are some chitons that can kind of volvate. Oh, you just jumped straight into the vehicle, but okay. And yeah, there are a few like pull bugs and stuff like that. It's more common in invertebrates. You need special adaptations to actually be able to volvate, to curl up into a ball. You need special overlapping scales and stuff like that. So some species can, but I don't think Minmi could. I don't think any of the the Ankylosaurids would be able to do that. I think they all would have just... What they most likely would have done is just hunker down. That's most likely what they would have done. So if they felt threatened, they would just plop down onto the ground, and that then prevents their belly from being exposed and allows the armor on top to hopefully protect it. Okay, let's just see. What on earth is wrong with this Muttaburrasaurus? Avian pox. Ooh, that's bad. That is bad. Okay, so let's try and medicate. Let's see whether that helps it. Okay, it doesn't help, but I'm boosting its health. That's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get it just to stay alive. Now, pox would most likely be very, very contagious. So we need to research dinosaur pox. Okay, so that's as good as we're going to get. This guy is currently on 85% health. That is perfect. So let's look at our research. Welfare, medicine. Dino pox. Avian pox. Was that what it is? It is, yeah, avian pox. Interesting, avian pox, I mean bird pox in essence, but they are related to birds, so it makes sense that it would be avian pox. Let's just see here. So we don't want the inoculation, we need first the medication. Unlock requirements. Quarantine all dinosaurs with avian pox for 15 seconds. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to fly our helicopter and dart that one. Never a dull moment. Here we go, direct control. I think they're going to need an ambulance, more than just an ambulance. I think they're going to need the helicopter here. The helicopter will allow us to just quickly dart that one. Okay, aim, and... not very fast, due to the fact that it is kind of in pain and suffering. There we go. Okay, we can now quarantine this little guy. Transport it to our health center, which is up here. Oh, requires major injury. Oh. So maybe we just need like a small little camp. Okay, let's do that, shall we? Let's just have a quarantine camp. It's over here. It's going to be, it looks like kind of like a disease type thing, so that's what we're going to go for here. The backup generator is going to run this. That's going to be it. And then we are going to transport our Muttaburrasaurus. You need to isolate it. You need to quarantine it. I mean, we've all lived through the pandemic that we had on Earth as well. I mean, one thing we learned is that when you get sick, quarantine. And that's what we're doing here with this Muttaburrasaurus. Okay, what are you telling us? Oh, Chasmosaurus. I thought that's Chasmosaurus with the squarish frill up there. I would have loved to get the ceratopsians, the horned dinosaurs, but I don't think we're going to go for this one. I don't think so. We've got a lot on our plate. In this case, we've got a diseased dinosaur that we also need to get rid of, or sort out, not get rid of, sort out. So yeah, this just needs to first be done. Let's just speed it up a bit. Okay, before I forget, our staff members. Shaswayo, first of all, you are going to rest. Who have we got? Welfare. In terms of welfare, we can train Dorks. I think we're going to have Dorks train him in his welfare. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Because we need this so that we can actually get the thingamajigs, the aviary, so we can get flying reptiles. Okay, so let's see whether this now counts down. What does it say about quarantine? Doesn't say anything. Anyway, so what it says is that avian pox causes health loss and eventually death. Mosquito spread disease moves around the park at random. Okay, so it's not actually caused by them interacting with one another. It is caused by mosquitoes transmitting it. So it's the mosquito in that case is a vector. It carries the toxins or the infection over, not toxins, but the infection over from one to another. Okay, so we can now research avian pox. What we need for that is a bit of health welfare. Kuri, you can do that. And as soon as we've got the medication, we can sort this out. We're just going to let that Metaborosaurus sleep a bit. So just, again, in this case, we're going to get the helicopter to do it themselves. Just go, go tranquilize that one for us, thank you. Hello there, Walking with Birds. You are like, this is the perfect person to pop up at the stream as well, since we technically would be walking with some ornithischian dinosaurs over here. Ornithopods, actually, ornithischians, the bird hip, but these were ornithopods, the bird feet. Yeah, welcome. So glad you are here with us as well. Great to have some new faces. Always great to have new faces popping in as well. I just quickly need to check. How are my amenities looking? It's looking all right. Okay. And for food, that's looking good. For that's looking good. Restrooms, I don't know whether we can check. Yeah, we can check. Everyone is happy. Oh, that's good. All I wanted to double check. Okay, so the research is done. That means we should be able to medicate. I believe. Oh man, okay, so he is tranquilized, thankfully. But he's low health. What's your health like? 49%? Okay, it's under half. That's fine. That is fine. Okay. Let us bring it over. Now, unfortunately, we have quarantined it, but we just quarantined it to study it. And now we're just going to bring him back to the other Metaborosaurus. But thankfully, with it being spread with mosquitoes, I think we still have time. So let us get our little truckie and drive off again. Drive through all the people once more. And I see, since you are a German there, Walking with Birds, guten Abend. Ich hoffe, dass es gut geht. Und mit dir auch, ja. Entschuldigen, mein Deutsch ist nicht so gut. It's been a while since I've spoken German. So, yeah, welcome to the stream. Alright, yeah, just thought earlier today, all of you that are in the Northern Hemisphere, I mean, you now have had your first day of spring. We here in the Southern Hemisphere, today was our first official day. This is 22nd today, right? Yeah, 22nd. So today was our official first day of autumn. Because yesterday, the day was 12 hours, night was 12 hours. From today onwards, the day is going to be shorter than the night time. Not that it's colder on this side yet. Like today, goodness me, we had like probably close to 30 degrees Celsius today. And we had a swim because it was very hot. I did a bit of gardening, sawed some nice bamboo poles for my veggie garden. And I did that in the sun in 30 degrees. Was not pleasant. Not pleasant at all, but took a bit of a swim. Let's see here. Just double check that I've got all my messages showing. Indeed. And let us just medicate this poor guy. There we go. Sorting out the avian pox. Finally. Yes. Okay, max health reached. And let's just quickly scan. It is perfect. Oh, that's marvelous. For the first, that was the first disease we've had to counter, so I'm glad that went well. I see where you also are Walking with Birds. It's warm and sunny. We had a very nice warm and sunny day, and currently, well, I'm not sure about currently, but this evening we are expecting 20 millimeters of rain, which is, oh, it's needed. The garden is definitely in need of it. That's for sure. We're just going to flatten this out a bit so that it's not too steep for people to walk and vehicles to drive. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, we don't have any more dinosaurs needing to come in, so that's correct. Oh, speaking of, we can release our sages. It's nighttime again. I always release the dinosaurs at night. Why? Why do I do this?
Heading to collect the asset.
But there we go. Oh, 4.
Picking up
Okay, so
asset.
we've got 7 Segisaurus that we are bringing in. And they will need live prey, so we will need to just
Asset
plop
to be
down
sighted.
a feeder as well. So let's just quickly get that. Live feeder preferably. It's the way it's... What's the difference between these two? I guess it's just the way it looks. It functions the same. We're just going to plop this away in the trees here. Oh, never mind. We just removed the trees. Oh, man. Okay, we're just going to plop it away in the trees. Oh, the trees are gone.
Has commenced.
Goodness. Okay. Bring in some trees. There we go. A tree. Wow. And there's a goat. The Segisaurus being a predator, even if it is a small one, they will need some prey to hunt. Wow, you guys, there are lots of people coming in here. What we need to do is actually widen the paths. Before we do that. Can we? Oh, we need to get one more person trained, I think. So we can get... Maybe if we put Corey in. Eiffel. And that's it. Okay, so we need one more person between one of these with 2 welfare. We need to train them. Okay, good. Let's go do that. So who's got... You can train. Okay. Who are we training? Marwan, we are training you to also get good with the welfare. Right, let's see there. Oh, I keep on pressing escape too many times. I see, Gaming Raptor, you are playing a bit of thingamajigs, of Grounded. Oh, we haven't played Grounded in ages. And, wow, well done there. Walking with your descendants. Yes. Oh, raptors. I would have loved to see dromaeosaurs from a safe distance. That's what I would have loved to do.
Transportation in
Maybe,
progress.
you know what? Maybe we can actually put a little ranger station over here. Just to come and look at these dinosaurs. And we're going to put Ranger Team 2 on here. Yeah. Here we go. Hello, Memphis. Our big cat is here. Yeah, it's slightly drizzling outside because he is slightly wet at the
Asset
moment.
delivered.
How's our Segisaurus doing?
Decades of scientific innovation have made this very moment
Mhm.
possible. Paleocuration is rarely straightforward, but is always immensely rewarding. So it gives me great pleasure to welcome the Stegosaurus.
Segisaurus. Okay, it's not Segisaurus, Segisaurus. But look at this teeny tiny little critter hiding in the tall grasses. You can see this typical Coelophysis design. Long, thin snout, long, thin neck, long tail, very, very long tail. A lot of the Coelophysis relatives have these extremely long, thin tails. Thin little legs, thin little arms. Absolutely beautiful. I would love to see you take down a goat, Ho. I would love to see you take down the goat. Can't imagine that, but anyway. They're currently lonely. That's because, well, they need a few people to, or a few dinosaurs to come in. A few more Segisaurus. I was looking, okay, so we've got 2 there at the moment. In terms of meat, there is meat running around. Just look around, you'll see the meat running around. Unless they need like a proper just meat station. I guess we'll see. There's a goat running around, and yet it is... What? They took it down? They are taking it down. There we go, jumping on it, biting at it. Oh, interesting. Using the long, thin arms to actually lock onto the prey and then bite it ferociously. You know, if you've got a thin little needle-like teeth, you can do quite a bit of damage there to the creature that you are trying to kill. Okay, there we go. Meat is fine. Okay. So now, as long as if we get the population up, everything should be fine. That's perfect. Let's see. So, what kind of dromaeosaur are you? 1/20th. Okay, so that's in terms of the health there. Oh yes, I remember woe mode is... Oh! Plesiosaurus. We need a lagoon. We need a lagoon. Maybe we get the lagoon. Okay, let's try this, shall we? We need a bunch of... We need 5 provision and 4 welfare. That's not too difficult. We can get Shatswayo over here, and Ital. You guys can go in there and do that. Capture us some marine reptiles. Now, where will we put them? I think we've... Oh, what have we got? Oh, park rating has increased. That's nice. Okay, a little bit. Okay, that's the money report.
New objective inbound. This one's a winner.
Let's increase guest comfort, because we are going to go for the monorail as well.
Happy guests are repeat customers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep them as comfortable as possible.
Yes, we need to. We need to keep them comfortable. Now, in order to keep people comfortable, we are going to prevent them from walking around the whole time. We are going to get the monorail. But we can only get the monorail once we've caught... Oh man, once we have caught the dinosaurs, I think. Or the plesiosaurs, not dinosaurs, the marine reptiles. So maybe... Oh man, we can't get this either. Is there perhaps a bit more training we can do with our scientists? Tatsuayo is out. Ital is out. Right? Can we still train you? We can train you. Maybe we train you in logistics. Yeah, I think so. And Dorks, maybe we train you. Oh, we need to... Okay, we need to do that. Never mind. We can't train you. F5, let's see, who can we still train? You have had training, I guess. Right, I don't think we can train yet. Research required, unavailable. Research required, unavailable. Ah, we can train you. Cody, we are going to train you even more into welfare. Let's do that. There we go. And Marwan, I think... Oh, yeah, research required. Okay, we'll get everybody in a moment. This... We just need to resupply because the fuel is almost up. Okay. A raptor that likes gaming, indeed. Yes. Yeah, so Gaming Raptor, you may just need to refer, because people don't know about when we were playing thingamajigs. When we were playing Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, Raptor joked, and we joked about heavy stealth, because we did all these facilities that eco-terrorism in essence, and whenever we had like stealth starting, things always went wrong. Like Nick and I, my wife and I that played, things would go wrong, and then we would enter heavy stealth, because with heavy stealth it still counts as stealth if there are no witnesses. So yeah, that's the heavy stealth that he's referring to there. Oh, we need fuel for these guys as well. Okay, let's fill that up. Thank you. Here we go. But I see you are familiar with heavy stealth. Let's see, what will we be busy with? Oh yes, I just want to quickly check the Stegosaurus. You guys happy now? I think so. There's still 2 coming. Wow. Stegosaurus. Yeah, everyone is happy. That is brilliant. Okay, we'll have a look at them again in the daytime as well. And you guys... I thought I had resupplied. Apparently... fuel is in short supply. I don't know. How do I refuel? But there we go. Refuel. Fill up the fuel. Thank you. There we go. Okay, I was getting worried about why is that not working. Nothing else is sick as far as I can tell. That is marvelous. And let's see. Research. Oh, you guys are coming back soon. Okay. So the guys with the dinosaurs, but not... Keep on calling them dinosaurs, not dinosaurs. They are marine reptiles, the plesiosaurs. There we go, they're coming back. Of the 4 plesiosaurus, how many did we catch? All 4. Oh, marvelous. Give me 2 minutes, please. I need to research. If we go to research, let's get the lagoon. Yes. So we'll obviously put Shaswayo in there. And we'll put Kori in there. And then we need one more person, Marwan, I think we'll put in there as well. with Corey, we'll have faster research. That is marvelous. So let's, yeah, there we go. Okay. So, this will allow us, not sure how long it's going to take. It's going to take a while, I think. Oh, just a minute. Right. And then all we need is like a nice monorail to bring people down. Because I think this area, it's undeveloped. We'll have the lagoon down here. People can come down with the monorail. They don't have to walk all the way down here. They can come down with the monorail and they can have a look at the lagoon section. You know what would be lovely? Is if the lagoon makes an entire island. So people arrive on an island and then you've got the lagoons around it. That could work. That could jolly well work. And also remember, Gaming Raptor, please, please, please do mention, whenever you say that, do mention it was just in Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. Okay. Because, you know, joking about things like that may not be in good taste, or is not in good taste necessarily. So, yeah, just please do note that. Okay, let's see. No power somewhere. Where's the no power? Oh, you guys have run out of fuel. Let's just fill that up. Okay, now everything can work fine again. Lagoon is basically ready. That means we can do one more research, and that will be the monorail. Guest comfort, monorail, we should be able to do it with everybody back. With Ratsuayo. Ratsuayo is back. She alone. Ah, she can do this on her own. But we're going to have Kuri as well, because that's going to make it faster research. There we go. Okay, the lagoon. Lagoon will be down here. Now we'll have the monorail station, I think, over here. Let us just briefly color that a... Let's remove the trees, first of all, where we want to have this. We want it here in this central area. We want the landing area. We'll have a little hotel. We'll have the amenities. All those lovely things over there. Okay. We then also... A fuel is just dinosaur juice. Indeed. Indeed. It is dinosaur... Well, I say dinosaur juice, but in essence what it actually was is... way before the dinosaurs, with the Carboniferous period. That's when coal was laid down. I believe that's also when a lot of the fuel was laid down, oil was laid down. Because at that point, there was most of the Earth was actually covered with like forest ecosystems, lots and lots of trees, very slow decomposition, very swampy environments, and as a result, like I was talking earlier with the peat forming, same type of thing happened. With the, let me just double check. I want to make this area nice and flat. Sorry. Same type of thing happened with all those trees. Very, very slow decomposition. And as a result, you had oil deposits, you had coal deposits, all of that forming. It's basically just fossilized peat, in essence. Which is really amazing to think. But yeah. So that was, you know, we often joke and say that, yeah, it's fossilized dinosaur. Or it's a dinosaur juice. But it was actually way before the dinosaurs were around that we got that deposited on Earth. So yeah, that's quite cool. Walking with birds, not FBI, just German. Let's see. Okay, so now this should be perfect. Let's get the lagoon. It'll be on the enclosures. Lagoon. What lagoon looks best? We can't have that there. You know what? We're going to have the typical Jurassic World lagoon. Ooh, that's a bit of screen tearing kind of happening there. Weird. Okay, so we're going to expand like this, I guess. And we'll have another one. So we have maybe not completely an eye, or not completely surrounded. There are going to be some areas. Oh, wrong one. I want to delete that. There are going to be some areas where we can still have little roads going through. That I want. Oh, is that... Oh, it's terrain obstructed again. There'll be a small one over there. That's what it will have. And then over here... Oh, that's because that's water. Okay, let's drain the wetland again. As much as I hate doing that, let's drain the wetland once more. Just slightly. Okay, and then we can place down some more lagoon over here. And then we can have another one, I think, over here. Ah, ooh, a little bit more turned around. I think like that maybe like that. Yeah, there we go. Have a nice little one over here as well. And then maybe, just a small... No, I don't want a small one. I do not want a small one. What we will have, however, is a bit of water. Can we have it? We can have a natural water feature there. That's what we'll have. Okay, great stuff. Why is this not... Oh, it's under construction. I was like, why on earth is it not actually forming? There we go, there we go. Utah Raptor, indeed. I think Raptor is most likely a Utah Raptor. If one extends to other dromaeosaurs, maybe is a Deinonychus, maybe, as well, I think. But I think maybe it is Utah Raptor. How are the Minmi doing? Not sure. I think they're alright. But yeah, we'll check a little bit later on. The lagoon has formed. The research is done. For the... for that, I think. For the monorail. Yes, the monorail station is now available. Okay, so what we'll have is we'll put that... Oh, maybe we actually have that over here. Yeah, I think we'll have that over here. This is what we'll do. So, let's flatten the area here. Nice big flat area for the monorail to come in, and then people can walk over here. I know initially I wanted it as an island, but it's a small map we are working with, so I think this is going to be fine. Let's bring in the monorail. Monorail, you are right over there. Just need to keep in mind the monorail tracks. Okay, so that's a station, and we do need another station up here as well, so people can actually easily travel from point A to point B. So this is next to water. It is not actually in the water. That is fine. Okay, let us be on the outskirts here. I don't want to really have the track running all the way through my enclosures and stuff like that. I just want to run down along here. Give me 2 minutes, please. There we go. This is a very, very windy track. I guess that is part of the monorail system. It's very windy. You can come all the way along here. And then all the way along here. Here and lop into there. And then we'll go all the way. Oh, we need another station. We do need a station. Because if we look here, I mean, it's easy to walk from the entrance to here. But then you've got to walk all the way around to this side over here. Maybe we need to place a monorail station over here as well. Let's just check. Yes, monorail station. Can we place that over here? Or is that... I think that's a bit of a tight fit. That is too tight fit. You know what? People can walk. It's fine. People can walk. We do need power, however. So what we'll do is we will have a power station. That is going to... No, not small power substation. I need a small power station. That is just going to chill in the back here. Now it's going to supply power to the entrance here. And we are going to have a little facility path so that visitors don't come along here. Little visitors path. Just a little facility path along here. Along over here. Okay, and then we'll have our main tourist path coming along here. Okay, people would like to have a hotel in this area, I think. This area is going to be our main area that we're going to have visitors. So we're going to have our hotel, just a little small one, because that's the only thing we have access to at the moment. That's going to be over here. Nice little path coming out. And a little trail carrying on from here. Past here. Give me 2 more minutes, please. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that path is fine. And then lastly, we'll have a small stop station. I think in this general area, that should be fine. And then... I think just over here. and connect to there. Okay, perfect. Are we just waiting for the substation? Is it? No. No path to arrival point. Is... I think... What? Is this not... Oh, this isn't linked up yet. Oh, so that's why it's like that. Okay, never mind. I'm like, what on earth is happening? What are you talking about? There we go. You should now be able to work. Okay, that's our quarantine section over there. It's still saying no path. Because we've got no path... Wait. Why? Is it because the monorail track isn't built yet? I think so. Maybe. Let's see. Eco, why not play some Ford Explorers instead of monorail? Well, that could work, actually. That could also work very well. Let's see. Guests. I'm wondering, because we definitely will need a tour. We will need a tour. And we definitely need a tour to go all the way through all of these enclosures. Let's see if we can get the research done. Why not? Infrastructure. No, it's not infrastructure. I keep on forgetting it's attractions. Let's go for the tour rides. Schlatzwayo, you can research that for me. Okay, there we go. Right, now, everything there is actually now sorted now that we've got the path and everything. No, it's not. Never mind, it's not. I think when the monorail actually is set up, then it should be fine. I'm hoping. Contracts have refreshed. Let's see. What is... Do we have a current objective? I don't know. I don't think so. Provide your guests time to sell. No. I'm not going to sell any dinosaurs. Construct something new. Yes. No, cancel. We've got a quest. What is our quest? Maintain transport rating of 80%. Oh. Okay, I guess we just need to have the monorail working. Okay, yeah, fine. Bring the They say dinosaurs, but it's not dinosaurs. So these are plesiosaurs. And I think this section over here should be big enough for all 4 of them. So if we can have now... Oh no, we need to research this first. What are we currently researching? Tour rides, okay. When the tour rides are done, we'll get this sorted. Okay. In the meantime, bringing in the plesiosaurus. They're surprisingly small. Wow, I thought they were going to be bigger, actually. If we look at plesiosaurus, oh, I love these guys. Well, I love most dinosaurs, most creatures. I love. And marine reptiles, really amazing. But there's Elasmosaurus. I mean, Elasmosaurus had this incredibly long neck. Plesiosaurus, short neck. So let's just go Plesiosaurus. There you are. So, oh, I love the fact that they've got the tail fluke. We'll talk about that in a moment. Okay. And they were early Jurassic. Yeah, that's when these guys were around the... not ichthyosaurs. Ichthyosaurs. They, along with the plesiosaurs, they were all around in the Jurassic period. And then as you headed more towards the Cretaceous period, there were some of them still around in the early Cretaceous. But then they were largely replaced, I think, by things like the Mosasaurus, if I'm not mistaken, or mosasaurs overall. They kind of became the top predators of the ocean. Let's see, can grow up to 3.5 meters in length. Oh, they were tiny. Why did I think they were bigger? Obviously, they were piscivorous, in other words, fish-eating, and very long neck, smallish head in the front there, lots of teeth in there, and I will talk about the tail fluke again in a moment. But the idea with having this long neck is that, especially in more murky water, if you are swimming through the water and you're swimming up to a shoal of fish, they don't see the whole body behind the head and the neck. They see the small thing approaching and they go, ah, that's fine. And then the next thing, this big body appears and snaps them up. They think it's a little fishy, for example, and then suddenly it's a big plesiosaurus. It's great having this long neck, shortish head or smallish head attached to this bigger body. Also, it most likely resulted in them actually being able to swing their heads around slightly to sweep up food or sweep up fish a little bit as well. But yeah, they're quite cool. Let's see. I see we're looking for a Utahraptor there. How's life? Oh goodness, yeah. You're not into politics. I'm glad to hear that. I'm also not into politics as well. South African politics. Yeah, if we headed into that, we would be in for a very difficult time.
Transportation complete.
Okay, we are missing fish. We do need to
Another
actually.
creature from the ancient oceans. This time a plesiosaurus. It has a flat body, an elongated tail, and 4 powerful flippers that help it glide through the water. Like
Yes.
modern-day sea mammals, it has to come up for air. It basically spends its time surfing and eating, which is not a bad way to live.
Okay, so as soon as that research is done for the tour rides, we are going to get the piscivore feeder. Okay, because our little plesiosaurs over here don't have any food. Oh, Cinnamon, our smaller cat, is also here. And yeah, she is a little bit wetter than Memphis was a little bit earlier. Oh, you say Plesiosaurus is a German animal. Interesting. Let me just quickly... I didn't check where it was from. But that's cool. Oh, is it Cinnamon? Oh, Cinnamon wants dinner. Okay, so let's go to Plesiosaurus, and then I'll give you some dinner, Cinnamon. Don't worry, in a moment. Plesiosaurus, there we go. Near lizard, that's what the name means. Oh, that's cool. Oh, sorry, Cinnamon is making me bump my head here. Let's see, we're from renowned and the Laias group, Dorset. Oh yes, there we go. Yeah, so indeed, it's a German one. Genius lived entirely in water, although it would surface for air and swam vast stretches of ocean, with fossils found in Europe, Asia, North America, and even Australia. Plesiosaurus' diet consisted of fish, mollusks, and other marine reptiles, which it grabbed with its strong, sharp teeth. There we go. Okay. So, I think that reset is 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Oh, and there goes Cinnamon again. She just takes a bite and then she goes off somewhere else. Okay, let's get the piscivore feeder. We definitely need that, otherwise our poor little fishies, our fish-eating creatures, are going to suffer. There we go. Start a task, and that should be fine in a minute. There we go, just over a minute. Just need to get the food up again. Oh. Our bigger cat is, for those of you who don't know, is on a diet, and he's been on a diet for a few months now, of almost a year now. He lost a lot of weight, and he is now in good shape. But in order to actually maintain his weight, we've got to actually, he's got to actually eat a certain amount of food and not more than that. So whenever I feed Cinnamon, I need to make sure that I pick up her food again. And here she comes back for another munch. Ah, she is so needy when it comes to like taking a bite and then going off somewhere again. Okay, let's see here. Flippers, where are... There we go. Plesiosaurus. There we go. So, we can see here the 4 flippers that they would have used to actually swim around underwater. And being a reptile, they did come up for breathing. And I think if we look at it, you can kind of see the nostrils on the top of the head there. And that's a good adaptation. Oh, you're nuzzling. That's a good adaptation if you are a marine reptile or an aquatic reptile or aquatic animal, like dolphins as well, aquatic mammals. They also have blowholes, their nostrils in essence being at the top of their heads. That's a great adaptation. Okay, so I see we are done in terms of the research for the piscivore feeder. That'll be this one over here, marine fish feeder. Oh, I don't think I needed the piscivore feeder, I just needed marine fish feeder.
I have it on good authority that you've wrapped up your latest objective. Way to stay on task.
Okay. And then, of course, here we've got the flippers. That's the main mode of propulsion. 4 flippers alternating most likely in movement. You can see the front flippers move together and then the hind flippers move together. But what was very often missing in earlier depictions of plesiosaurs and mosasaurs as well was this tail fluke. But they have in the meantime found soft fossil imprints indicating that they would have had some kind of fluke at the end of their tail, most likely allowing them to actually steer quite nicely, especially when chasing a shoal of fish. You need to be able to twist and turn quite nicely, and that tail fluke there would have been an amazing adaptation for that. Okay, so what we need now, yes, we've lots of other dinosaurs we can research. Oh, urgent message. Yes, Draco Rex, Draco Rex, Draco Rex. We are definitely going for Draco Rex, and I'll tell you why in a bit. But Draco Rex, we are definitely going for. We need a bit of logistics and a bit of welfare. There you and right, you guys can go. Okay, off you go, and then we'll get the other two here that are becoming disgruntled. You can rest, you know, rest your weary eyes. Don't have to work the whole time. Oh, and what I wanted to also research, let's see whether we can still research that now, is the Lagoon Viewer. Let's see, Lagoon Viewer. Do we have it here? Oh, I see my phone. I never put on mute. Oh, goodness me. Okay, now it is on mute. Lagoon Viewer. Marine Viewing Gallery. We need a viewing platform research done first, and we've got staff busy. Okay, never mind. We'll do that in a moment. For now, though, let's get a nice little section over here kind of set up. So what I would like to do is actually just set up a little cross section over here. No, I'm just going to actually make a circle. Make the circle bigger. We're going to go for that. This is what I love about Jurassic World Evolution as opposed to Planet Zoo. Planet Zoo, it's a very, very challenging thing to make perfect circles. Jurassic World Evolution 1 and 2, it's so easy. You just like plop, 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 and there we go. It is there. Hello there, Escos. Glad you are here with us. Glad you are also to have you with us today. Glad you could join us. Yeah, so we almost done with the stream. About an hour left. But we have finally gotten our first marine creatures here. Now, where are they? There we go. There is our Plesiosaurus. One of our first 4 Plesiosaurus. This one has a very nice coloration. Almost black with a bit of pinkish and whitish spots. But what you can very clearly see here is that so-called counter shading, where the top of the animal is darker colored than the bottom. And that's because if you're looking from above, this darker color blends in, especially in deeper water. It blends in perfectly with the ground below and the deeper water below. And if you look from below, then that lighter color there blends perfectly with the lighter sky above. So this is a form of camouflage. And even looking at it from the side, you've got dark and light. It kind of disrupts the outline as well. So it's a bit of disruptive camouflage. There we go. We've caught the Draco Rex. Let's see how many we caught. Okay, 3 or 5. That's not too bad. I'm not sure how many of them actually need to be in a group, but we've got 3. That's good. I would like to get them and Stygimoloch and the Pachycephalosaurus. And that's technically, potentially, one species, which will hopefully I'll remember to talk about that in a moment. What I wanted to do was research. We wanted to get that viewer. Now we can get you and you and you to get the job done. And your colleague over here, right, that is also tired. You go rest. Oh, I'm pressing escape accidentally. Let's see. I see Axelplate asks, I like this Plesiosaurus design more than the one in Ark. Oh, yes. Yes. I like this one. Ark overall has this tendency to put too many spikes on too many creatures. I can't remember the way the Plesiosaurus looks there. It almost looks to me more like Elasmosaurus rather than Plesiosaurus. I know that, no, they've got Elasmosaurus, I think, as well in the game. But yeah, Plesiosaurus, I love them here. Really well designed. I think overall, you know, I feel like the creatures in Jurassic World Evolution are surprisingly well done. Mostly very well done. Oh, look at this. Almost looks snake-like. The moment when I saw this, that looks like the head of a king cobra. Actually, large scales in front. Yeah, that looks like a king cobra. Okay, so anyway, Stygimoloch, Draco Rex, and Pachycephalosaurus potentially being the same species, just in different growth stages. And if we look at it here, right over here, we go to dinosaurs. One is potentially the juvenile, one is intermittent, and then one is actually the adult. I think if I remember correctly, the adult is actually Pachycephalosaurus. So the adult of the species would look like this. Notice the big dome, a few knobs along the side here. I mean, this dome is about, I think, about 15 centimeters in length. That's 3 inches, no, 6 inches in length, in width. I mean, that's a big bony skull. They would have used that to, you know, knock one another during territorial disputes, whether that was directly charging into one another head first, or whether it's butting the sides. Unsure, but I mean, that would have been used in fighting. That's the main use of that. But if we go back and we look at Stiggy Moloch. Where's Stiggy Moloch? Stiggy, there we go, there's Stiggy. I think Stiggy is potentially the intermediate one. This one has a length of 3.5 meters. Pachycephalosaurus slightly longer. 4.5 meters. And then let's look at Dracorex. I think that's the smallest of the ones. Dracorex, also about 3.5 meters in length. Okay, so Dracorex, Stiggy Moloch, more or less the same size. But the idea is that this is most likely the way they look like as younger individuals. More spikes. And then from this, during ontogeny, during growing up, the skull would change and go from Dracorex's spikiness to Stiggy Moloch with a slightly bigger dome, less spikiness. Let's see, Stiggy Moloch, there we go. You can see the dome starting to form. Some big spikes at the back there, and then those would degrade and the bony head plate would become a little bit larger, and you'd have Pachycephalosaurus as the adult. So the idea is that maybe these 3 are actually the same species. So technically, if we can put all 3 of them in the same enclosure, we have got young ones, teenagers, and adults all together. Okay. Okay, so I'm missing a bit of Spanish there. Oh, I see, Eskos, you're actually from Greece. I was wondering where you are from. For some reason, I thought you were from South Africa. I don't know why I thought that, but yeah. Okay, so now I know you are from Greece. You are also Northern Hemisphere, also experiencing spring. I think most people attending the stream today would be experiencing spring for the first time today. Officially. 1st of March is not the official first day of spring. The 21st of March is actually the first day of spring. Sorry, I wanted to research. And so today was the second, perhaps, day of spring. Let's see. Please allow me to construct at least one operational lagoon hatchery. No. We should have the lagoon hatchery, right? Yeah, we've got that. Okay. Fine. Let us construct that. Give me 2 minutes, please. Enclosures. Lagoon hatchery. I have to create that down below. Yeah, requires lagoon. Wait, where are we? Where's the lagoon? Lagoon. Oh, it's way down here. Okay. We'll just put that over there. And we'll put a little substation over here as well. Right behind. And then a little path. A little facility path. Which allows only our staff members to actually travel along here. Come on. That became way too windy. Okay, there we go. And we can just go like this. Staff path. There we go. Perfect. Oh, we need electricity. There we go. Pylons. You can go at the back here. Not obscuring the view or anything along those lines. Okay, perfect. Now that should be operational in a moment. What are inches? Well, since we usually have some American viewers, I have gotten into the habit of more or less converting. I suck at the conversion rate, but I try to convert from centimeters to inches and from meters to feet because it's kind of doable. It's all right for me to do. It's a little bit difficult. Then, what what happened one time though? I had a group from the USA. Took them on a tour around campus, and oh my word, this is a very, very weird floppy area here. Took them on a tour through campus and at the university. And then I told them about like how long it's going to take to do the tour and, you know, do the hike and stuff. And I wanted to say, okay, it takes us like an hour. And I said, okay, it takes us about an hour. And then I, for a brief moment, thought, okay, so what is the imperial unit for hour? Not the metric unit. I'm like, wait a minute, time is universal. Everybody uses hours. But yeah, kilometer is a bit smaller than a mile. Yes. So I know the conversion for mile to kilometer is multiplied by 8 divided by 5. That gives you...
There's always
sorry, no,
something
other way
that
around.
needs doing around here, like this opportunity that's just being offered.
Okay, this one we will
You
do.
do well to check it out.
To convert from mile to kilometer, you multiply by 8 divided by 5. Yeah,
Look,
that's the one.
happy guests are repeat customers. Let's keep them as comfortable as possible.
Yeah, Escos, you say you're a big fan of the Jurassic World franchise? I must say, I also enjoyed it. I know there are quite a few haters of the Jurassic World franchise as opposed to Jurassic Park. Overall, it's dinosaurs. I love it. I absolutely love it. Right, so what we now need to do is actually build a tour. I think that is what we were busy researching. There we go. A Jurassic tour can be built. An attraction to build through enclosures and aviaries for dinosaur visibility. I would like to set that up. I think around here, maybe, or here. Actually, I think around here. This is where we will set it up. Yeah. Okay. Path first. Let us get the path set up. Now, as far as oh, this has to be, you know, that. Never mind. Replace that. There we go. Okay. Now, as far as I know, we can actually build this trail or this road over pathways. I think it works. Let's just get the small substation over here as well, because apparently everybody needs power. We'll just put that over here somewhere. Right over here. I think that should do the trick. Yeah. And connect it to that substation over there. Okay. Draco Rex, give me some more time. Give me more time. Like Jurassic Park and The Lost World is the only good sequel. I do think that of all of them, I think The Lost World, I thoroughly enjoyed The Lost World. Definitely. That was, I loved Jurassic Park, and then I adored Jurassic World. I think Jurassic World actually I liked more than Jurassic Park initially, because it had more dinosaurs in it. Ooh, okay. Curve is too sharp. Oh, but we can do this. There we go. We can cross, and then we can enter the min-me or min-my enclosure. We're just going to travel through the swamps here. Okay, we can't travel through water, which means we just need to make sure that we've got a bit of area without water, and we're going to have a very small area with no water just over here. And then we can go along there. Yeah, that should be fine. So let us just edit the track. Come on. How do I edit the track? Oh, it's the viewing galleries. Wrong building. Edit to a track. There we go. Okay, now. Go over here. Go over here. Go over here. Over here. And then I think if we go through here, that should be perfect. Okay, and then we join onto this dirt track that I've kind of already made. Specifically for this purpose. That once we have the trail or the park tour, they can take a nice little tour along here. Kind of along here. Let's see, I think we'll build it along here. And then we need to go into the other. Yeah, we need to go over here, and then we need to go across this path here into this camp somewhere over here. There we go. Okay, that's water again. We just need to avoid the water. No, give me 2 more minutes. Always give me a lot more minutes, please. Okay, so what have we got here? We here have the Kentrosaurus. Yes, that's what we've got over here. And then here again. Oh no, we can't go over. Oh, we can go over here, right over here. Right. Oh, this is quite fun, I must say. And then for this, we are going to just travel along this. Actually, I should have gone along the ridge, not along the valley of that. Oh well, that's all right. And then here we've got Struthiomimus. We'll have people looking at the Struthiomimus over here. Curve too sharp. Come on, over here. Exit along here. And then we're almost at the tour, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there we go. There is the tour again. Oh, man. That was tour. Okay. We'll have that. We'll have this. We'll have this. And that should connect. Yes!
Finishing up this most recent objective is really a credit to your dedication.
Okay. Dinosaur spotted. A Ceratosaurus. Unfortunately, we're going to have to decline that one because, well, Ceratosaurus, we definitely don't have the ability to keep them in the enclosures here. Let's see. Yeah, Jurassic World, would that be considered a sequel or its own series? Kind of a reboot, kind of the same series. I like to see it, I do see it as a sequel, very different sequel, but I do see it as a more modern sequel, definitely. And, oh, and Camp Cretaceous and Chaos Theory, I've actually enjoyed both of those. I quite enjoyed that. I love watching animation and all kinds of stuff, so yeah, it had more dinosaurs in it. What's not to love? I definitely enjoyed that quite a lot. And even though it's supposed to be children's cartoons, yeah, there was lots of death in there. I think there were more deaths in there than some of the Jurassic Park series, or Jurassic Park games, which is astonishing. Give me 2 more minutes. I need to set up a camp for the or Draco Rex. Sorry, not Sticky Moloch. We've got Draco Rex at the moment. Yeah, you know what? I think we can put a bit of a Draco Rex enclosure over to this side. I think that's what we're going to do. Now, Draco Rex, the reason I got so excited when I saw that it's Draco Rex is because the full name of Draco Rex is actually Draco Rex Hogwartsia, because it's named after Hogwarts. And that was so called because it was decided upon by children that got to name it. And Draco Rex, Draco obviously also kind of like a Harry Potter name there with Draco Malfoy. But it is Draco Rex. Rex is king, and Draco refers to dragon. So it's the Dragon King of Hogwarts. That's what the Draco Rex Hogwartsiae means, which I think is quite cool. That's a cool name. Let's see, we can, again, to keep, more or less, to keep the aesthetics, we're just going to have that. We're going to build a path again, and let's put that in there. There we go. Well, Walking with Birds, I think we'll have to disagree on Camp Cretaceous there. I thoroughly enjoyed that, and there were some surprisingly horror scenes in there. And that's, in essence, I mean, Jurassic Park, when it came out, it was, in essence, it functions very much like a horror, just with dinosaurs. I mean, it's a science fiction horror mix-up. Oh, wow. Like, if you look at the book of Jurassic Park, right? If you look at the book and you look at the movie is very PG compared to the book. Like, that book had some very interesting things happening in it in terms of the gore of, if they transported so I can stop getting notifications about Draco Rex. If they adapted that book faithfully, yeah, let's just say it would have definitely been at least a 16 or maybe an 18 or an R rating, because the deaths of a lot of the characters there, characters that in the movie survive, dead in the book, like dead. Not going to spoil it because a lot of people haven't read the book. If you ever plan to read it, it's a very nice book. If you don't like cursing, don't read it because yeah, there's lots of cursing in there. But if you like dinosaurs and you like a bit of horror and you don't want to sleep after reading it, yeah, go read that book. Michael Crichton was a genius when it came to writing Jurassic Park and The Lost World. It's just absolutely stunning books. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Haven't read it in ages. Really need to get a copy again and read it. Oh, we need ground leaf. Didn't I just put down ground leaf? Oh, I put down ground fiber. Okay, ground leaf. There we go. This should be fine. A bit more of an open environment for the Sticky Moloch here, being a smallish... Oh, and ground nut. Full of demands. full of demands. That's ground fruit. This is that. There we go. Seed plants. Okay, that should give you some ground nuts. Missing ground leaf. Yo, the demands from these guys. Okay, how's it now? Is it perfect? I think it's perfect. There we go. It's like barely, but it is perfect. There we go. Great stuff. Sticky Moloch is your favorite. Sticky Moloch is awesome. I love Draco Rex as well. I love Pachycephalosauridae overall. Pachycephalosaurus means thick-headed lizard. Oh, look at that. Jostling with one another there. There we go, kind of bumping one another with their heads. Even if this is in fact the teenager version or the juvenile version of Pachycephalosaurus, they still would have jostled with one another, because even young ones do jostle, play fight to determine, not necessarily determine dominance, but to really get the hang of how to fight and how to jostle with other individuals. So yeah, it's quite cool. Oh, let's see, what have we got?
Sending you information on another objective.
Let's get more profit. That's going to be the objective.
I'm more interested in knowledge than the creature comforts that come with wealth. But there is no denying that the park is a business. So we have to be aware of the bottom line.
Okay, so have we actually... I don't think we've researched... Oh, who's unhappy? You unhappy. Let's rest you, okay? Let's research, because I don't think we researched... that. No. Okay. We still need to research the viewing gallery, but we don't have sufficient skill for that. Okay, we'll have to wait, I guess. Okay, fine. Fire duck, like redacted. Yes, like redacted. Redacted. All the redacteds died in the books. Yes, definitely. What I liked about Jurassic, I'll always find something to like about all kinds of movies or most movies or series. What I liked about Jurassic Park 3 though is the fact that there were pteranodon in there, the aviary was in there, and that to me was a nice nod to what was actually present in the original, in the book, when they had the aviary in there and they went through the aviaries, if I remember correctly. And yeah, we kind of missed out on that in the first Jurassic Park movie. So yeah, I quite enjoyed that. Let's see, small amenities. We are going to place some over here. That is, I think, the drinks one. We need a food one as well. Yeah, and then we of course need a gift shop. Oh, I rotated my camera instead of the actual building I want to build. There we go, that. And then we will also have the gift shop. Because everybody wants to buy some things. And then at the center of it all, we will have the restroom, which will be right over here. Restroom. Just going to put that over here. Okay. Then we do need to put small substations in. Where will we put that? If we put it here, at least these buildings are covered. That one is not. But, you know, that is fine. Just going to put it like that. I don't like all the pylons. I know there is a repeater substation. I think that may be a good way to go. Because I think for that one, at least, you don't have to have all these pylons connecting everywhere. Oh, there we go. And also, I mean, also what I did love about Jurassic Park 3 was the fact that we had the Spinosaurus. Because I was a Spinosaurus fanatic even before Jurassic Park 3 came out. I absolutely loved the dinosaur. And to actually see it in a movie was, for me, the first time I saw it, that was just amazing. I was, oh my goodness, how old was I? The movie was already quite old by the time I saw it. But yeah, I stayed up late. At that point in time, I went to bed every night at 8 o'clock, went to bed. And that was the first time, I think, in ages. I think only the second time ever in my life I stayed up past 10 p.m. Which was like, wow, for me. But anyway, there we go. So we've got most of the important things here. These things are not making money because people can't actually see anything over here. But the moment we actually have attractions over here, it's going to really boost. They're going to give us a lot of money, I think. I think so. What's wrong here? No teams assigned. But that's fine. We don't need teams assigned here, I think. Then Don't recall the Avery in the first book. Has been a while. I'm sure there was the Avery. I know they had the river boat, the cruise, river cruise they had. I'm sure they had the Avery. I know the Avery was mentioned. It was on a cliff top. Very similar to what we see in the movie as well. That was actually quite cool. The fact they did have that, although they moved it to a different island. They moved it from Isla Nublar to Isla Sona, which didn't have it. And I see Eskos, you also say you love the Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus is amazing. And Spinosaurus is a problematic dinosaur, to put it lightly. Because, goodness gracious me. Like, every time we think, okay, now we know what Spinosaurus did, we find out, no, we don't know what Spinosaurus did. Spinosaurus looked a little bit different, it did different things. Yeah, it's just like, oh my goodness. Then it is purely terrestrial, then it's like aquatic, fully aquatic, then it's semi-aquatic, then it kind of sits like a heron. Yeah, like that thing is kind of messing around with poor scientists trying to describe what it did or how it worked. Ah, urgent message. Oh, Tsungaripterus near Cardiff. Tsungaripterus. Oh man. Okay, now we will need to get the Avery. Yeah, we'll need to get the Avery. Near Cardiff. Okay, so we need some provision, that's sorted. And we need some welfare, that's sorted. Okay. Let's go get some pterosaurs.
Sincere felicitations on your latest accomplishment.
Oh, we're more profitable. Profitable. Wonderful. We didn't get that. No. We sent our main people away. So we haven't researched that yet. We have a bit of an Avery perhaps here. You know what? I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to put an Avery over here. So let us remove the water we placed down in the first place. That when the time comes, we can do that. Let's see. Spino is just bootleg Dimetrodon. I don't know. Dimetrodon on steroids maybe, and with a very long snout, perfectly adapted for life in the water or next to water, catching fish. I think it's like it's amazing. I think Dimetrodon may be the Temu version or the Wish version of Spinosaurus, in all honesty, because Spinosaurus is that's like peak North African theropod. Don't mess with me. Yeah. Let's see. Firedark also asked if you could go back in time and see how any dinosaur actually looked. Which one would you like to see? And see, Walking with Birds says Allosaurus. Firedark says Spinosaurus to finally settle the debate. Maybe, yeah. Or T-Rex to see how accurate our constructions are and hopefully be able to extrapolate it to others or something else. Oh, see, Escost wants to see all the dinosaurs. If I had to choose a dinosaur... Oh, man. Archaeopteryx. I think if I were to go back in time, if I could go back in time and see only one dinosaur, it would be Archaeopteryx. Simply because it has had such an amazing or profound impact on how we understand the dinosaurs and how they're related to birds, and flight, in how flight developed in dinosaurs over to birds, all that. I think if I could go and see Archaeopteryx, I would be a very, very happy ecologist. That's for sure. Yeah, so if I could just choose one, that'll be it. If I could choose a few extra ones, I most likely would have liked to see Africa, specifically South Africa. I would have liked to see Lesothosaurus, Dracovenator, which literally means the hunter of the dragon hunter, referring to the Drakensberg Mountains. So let's see, of the 6 we caught 3 and 3 evaded. Okay, good. We don't have a place to put them, so we're just going to, wait. We are going to put them over here. We're going to have the Avery over here. And yes, another German dinosaur. Yes, indeed. From the Messel Formation, if I'm not mistaken. The Messel pits, I think. Were they from the Messel Formation? I don't know, because Messel pits, I think, is a little bit later deposits, actually. So maybe not Messel. No, I think it's somewhere else. But I know it is in Germany. I know it is another German dinosaur. Yes. Let's see. What I love about the Spinosaurus and its relatives, all those ones, the Suchomimus, Baryonyx, Spinosaurus, all of them had very similar body plans with the long snouts, potentially wading into water, catching fish, things like that. But then Spinosaurus comes up with this amazing big sail. It's like, okay, just to throw a spanner in the works. What was it for? Who knows? But there we've got a massive sail on it. Yeah. And of course, Gaming Raptor, you would like to see the Dromaeosaurids. Yes. That was also another one I would like to see, but I think first of all, I'd like to travel back in time and see what South Africa looked like back in the day. Maybe even go back and see these little critters. They're not dinosaurs, but if I can go back far enough back in time to go see the Lystrosaurus and the other Dicynodonts baking around or running around in the Karoo before it became the Karoo, yeah, that would have been lovely. Yeah, indeed, the missile is from 49, so that's the Neogene. That's after. I mean, we've got Titanomyrma, the massive ants from there. Ambulocetus wasn't from there, that's from Pakistan. But some of the early, I think Eohippus or something along those lines, the early horses, they were from that formation, from that area as well. There were some monkeys that were found there. There were mating turtles, as far as I recall, found in the Messel formation as well. Absolute gem of a fossil site. But yeah, I'm trying to think in which pits the... well, there are lots of tours coming along here. I'm wondering now in which pits the Archaeopteryx was actually found. Oh my word, look at all these people. Look at all these people coming to do the tours. You're walking along here to the side. This is there are lots of people here. I see, Gaming Raptor, you say your favorite dinosaur is most definitely Baryonyx. Baryonyx is truly amazing. I absolutely love them as well. I think, yeah, all our people are back. Let's see whether we can research, not that. I want to research Avery. There we go. Avery we can get. Let's do that. We need 4 and 9. Okay, so lots of people doing that. There we go. That does it. Perfect. Shouldn't be too long. Then we can make a nice little aviary and we can have some flying pterosaurs, or some pterosaurs in there as well. And then, who would think a pet? Temnospondyle. Oh, Temnospondals would be great. You see, that's another thing that if we could go back in time and look at the Temnospondals, that would be amazing. Because imagine Plesiosaurus, but on land with these hell of a long necks, possibly standing next to the water like a heron and then wading in the water with their beaks, with their mouths, not beaks, with their mouths.
In case you're wondering if I'll be keeping an eye on you as you deal with this new objective, that would be an affirmative.
We're just going to wait there.
More people in the park means more opportunities for things to go sideways. Our posture should be proactive. If we're reacting, we're already too late.
Probably need to resupply this. It's quite alright still, but there we go. Just to make sure that we don't run out of fuel at some point. I think I can actually activate this again. Activate. We most likely will get a bit of money again. Yeah, there we go. Lots of profit there. And we can activate this as well, I think. Should get quite a few people visiting now. Yeah, there we go. 6,000 profit again. Perfect. Yeah, but Temnospondals, they were absolutely beautiful. Or weird as well. So, I mean, being able to travel back in time would also allow you the opportunity to go and see what the hell were they doing. were they like, what were they using the massive long necks for? Okay, all these guys are... Oh, how's the comfort? I think the comfort of this little guy is still fine. We can't see because we need to have rangers come and check. Ah, that's right. It's fine. Ah, man. Nasutoceratops. I'm going to decline this near Moscow. Okay. We don't have the other ceratopsians in the park yet, so we're not going to go for them. If they want to give me Sticky Moloch or Pachycephalosaurus, that's a different story altogether. Or maybe a Stegosaurid. That will be perfect. Let's see. Escost, you say that you've heard that Lystrosaurus were closely related to humans. Is it true? Well, they were more closely related to us as humans than they were to dinosaurs, for example. They are also part of the synapsids. They used to be called mammal-like reptiles, but they're not called mammal-like reptiles anymore. It's now we call them synapsids. And yeah, they in fact were that group eventually led to the rise of mammals. But very, very, very distantly related. They're more closely related to us than they are to dinosaurs and things like that. And in fact, closer to us than they are to reptiles. So yeah, it's quite cool. See, Paddocks says no clue what is their favorite dino. They're really cool. Most dinos are cool, I think. Come on, give me a few moments here. I need to, I think, actually put it on time 1 there. Oh, you know what? This is the typical. This is the Jurassic Park aviary. Okay, we're going to put this over here, and yeah, have another one over there, and another one over there. Have a nice big aviary. And then we can have, I think... Oh, we need to research that. Yeah, we need to research some more things, yeah. Attractions. The avian viewing gallery and the marine. Oh, we don't have that one yet. We can't have that one. Okay. Can we train any of you guys? Research required. Train. We're going to increase your logistics. Confirm. And I'm terribly sorry about this, Itel, but I know you are tired, but you are going to research now. Oh, I don't think we can make it with just 4 scientists. No. No. We are too short. Ah, that sucks. Maybe. Can we hire another one? No, we can't. Ah, man. Well, oh, that's alright. We won't be able to get the viewing gallery yet. What we can have is this nice little aviary, and we'll put in some pterosaurs in a moment. Oh, Dimorphodon. Dimorphodon would have been very cool to have. Shoulder-sized pets. And in Ark Survival Ascended, for example, tomorrow we are going to be running around, hopefully, with a whole pack of Dimorphodon. Because, yeah, I've tamed 1 or so, but we are going to have a lot of them tamed tomorrow morning, or tame a lot of them tomorrow morning. And tomorrow evening we are going to be running around with a whole bunch of Dimorphodons. I did want to check, though, is there perhaps the opportunity to just research... We need to have 1 operational aviary hatchery. Woohoo! Okay, fine. Let's get the aviary hatchery set up. Fine. And we will just have... let's transport them, bring them in. Why is it? Oh, it's inaccessible. Never mind. We'll just have a little facility path here. And there we go. Now, we should be able to bring in the Tsungaripterus. Although it's taking a while. What did I just research? I researched... No, not that. Anyway, oh, that's alright. We'll put that in next time. You've got a real-life Dimorphodon. What have you got? What does your Dimorphodon look like? And Dimorphodon are really awesome. Weird little blunt snouts. Lots of pig teeth. Absolutely cool. You went back in time to go get him. Yeah. Oh, man, Dimorphodon would have been great as well. A pterosaur overall would have been great. There we go. Transport the dinosaurs. Please bring them into the aviary over here. Probably going to release them in here, and then voila. Yes. Tsungaripterus. Let's just quickly have a look at him before we see them in the aviary. Dinosaur genomes, creature genomes, it should actually be called. Tsungaripterus, where are you? Zungaripterus, not Tsungaripterus, Zungaripterus. DJ. Zungaripterus, Dimorphodon. No. Oh, DS. Zung. Oh, man. That's an interesting name. What are you named for? Name means Jungar Wing. Okay. Zungaripterus. Ah, that's cool. So, from China, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, northwest of China. There we go, 1964. Amazing weird little crest there. So they were preferred... live shallow waters and mud flats as it exists on a diet of small fish, crustaceans and worms. The upturned beak there is something we do often see in birds as well that are wading birds, not all birds, but some of the wading birds that need to get under rocks to get to stuff or need to probe underneath or, somehow use those curved upturned beaks to actually look for prey. So most likely Tsungaripterus's beak over here is curved up like that to actually get access under rocks and stuff like that as well. Or for the mud flats to actually probe into burrows and all kinds of things. Although it may have preyed upon smaller pterosaurs as well. It's a biggish one. I mean, it's a weight of 1.5 kilograms and a wingspan of 3 meters. That's the size of an albatross, of a big albatross, wandering albatross nowadays. So that's on par for the largest flying birds alive today. So, yeah. It's the expert hypothesized that this piscivor's strange appearance is an evolutionary trait designed to allow easy extraction, there we go, of shellfish hidden in rocks. Exactly. So you see that in the Terex sandpiper, for example, as well. And a lot of those smaller wading birds will have that upturned beak to go under the rocks. A straight beak means if you want to insert that under the rock, your head bumps into the ground possibly. But an upturned beak means you can keep your head above ground level and still probe under the rocks. It's amazing. It is amazing. Let's see. His feathers pigments are yellow with black dots and stripes. Beautiful colorations. Love beautiful colorations like that. Okay, so Zungaripterus. Finally, our first pterosaurs coming in.
I'm not sure about you, but I've not seen anything like this before. Check it out. The Zungaripterus. This pterosaur would use its curved jaws like a crowbar, levering shellfish out of the mud before cracking them open with their blunt teeth. That's pretty resourceful, huh?
Ooh, 3 may just be enough. Okay, so we don't have fish, we don't have sand, we don't have water, we don't have rocks. Okay, so what we are going to just quickly do, so that they don't have, so that they don't die or don't feel too bad. We've got lots of water. They would have been in the mud flats, so we're going to have nice sand all along here. Actually, make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Make the mud flats bigger. Okay. That, and maybe a bit of dirt as well. Because, I mean, mud flats are quite dirt. Looks like dirt. So there we go. This looks a little bit more like a mud flat now. And what we then also need would be some rocky areas. Oh, urgent message. Thank you. What is that? Iguanodon? No, we're not going to go for Iguanodon now. What I would like is a bit of a raised section over here. So we've got Zungaripterus sitting there at the moment, but let's see whether we can actually raise it. Oh, we can. Okay. So what we can have here now, nice little raised section. We can kind of form a cliff roosting spot for them right over here. Maybe not quite as big, maybe a little bit smaller. We've got a bit more of the mud flat still exposed here. There we go. Feeder needs resupply, apparently. Okay, speaking of feeders, piscivore requires shallow water. This is all shallow water. What nonsense are you speaking? Okay, we need more water, I guess. Okay, let's just add more water over here. And that should allow us to then put that in. Water. And this is shallow water. There we go. Finally. Perfect. And then let's just make this mud flat a little bit bigger. There we go. All the way along here. Oh, what is this dinosaur? Oh, Zungaripterus came in with a disease. Shame. That's sad. Okay, and then you just need rocks, and then you'll be happy, you say. Okay, well, we'll have rocks for you in a moment. You just need to paint it up here. Okay, rocks. Paint the rock face. There we go. There are your rocks. Hope you enjoy it. And we'll have some forest up here. Oh, no, not as big. That big. I wanted some forest trees up there. Or maybe actually this, rather. Oh, not a lot of trees up here, but that's alright. There we go. More trees. And then just a bit more rock, I think. Getting all the way down here. And that looks good. Oh, you're all sick. You're all sick. Same. Okay. Well, now. We have now reached the end of our live stream time. It is now 9 o'clock on this side. I've got to get ready to go and go to bed. So we are going to be calling it a day here, everybody. So thank you very much for joining us for our first Jurassic World Evolution 2 live stream. Of course, if you haven't gotten the game yet, do remember that it is still free on Epic Games, the Epic Games Store, until this coming Thursday. So for the next few days, next 5 days, you should be able to access this for free. And of course, it doesn't include the DLCs, but it is a nice want to get. All right, but of course tomorrow Nick and I will be streaming Ark Survival Ascended as well, and then I'll be back in the week with some other videos as well. And until next time, everybody, stay safe. I'll see you.